Welcome to BV TV. It's finals time. Region sides. My name is Matt Tobre, Education and Training Manager at BV. Joining me, Sarah Roger. How you going?
I'm good, I'm good. How you going?
I'm good. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, what a cracker of a final.
Yeah.
Both teams the standouts in the gold section. So they come into it both with 6 wins, 1 loss. And then the next closest was only 3 wins. Well, not only. It was pretty cutthroat, wasn't it, with this new format?
Yeah.
And didn't we see a lot of movement in that last round? So we talked about...
There was some movement I didn't even see coming, especially in the women's.
Yeah, well, we sort of thought that Northern Gateway
had made their way there.
Yeah. And then they lost the last one to Yarra. Yarra needed to win that one to stay up for the ladies. And that put Northern Gateway out in a points difference. So the final for the women is actually Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields versus Oven and Murray.
And in the men's gold match, as you can see, we have Metro West playing GOULBURN Murray.
And then the silver, they're on the rinks next door. We've got West Coast versus Murray Mallee. And our own JT is only 3 rinks across, so I reckon you might catch a bit of him in the background.
I bumped into him earlier, and he's like, he was, I haven't played well, but I reckon I'll play well in this final.
Yeah, he'll turn up for the big ones. And then, of course, we had the absolute nail-biter that happened over at Echuca Bowls Club. So we had 4 teams in contention to go through and play the final, and they were all playing each other. So Geelong got up over West Coast, and Mornington Peninsula got up over Ballarat Highlands. So that was a...
Yeah, that was, on paper, such a tight section.
Yeah.
They were all on 4 wins with 1 round to go.
Yep.
And it was like it's like they were playing a semi just to see who's playing finals.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, we've got the teams that went down. So yeah, which is also part of the concept. With 2 going up, we've got 2 coming down.
Well, it added another element to this competition, didn't it?
It
so
certainly did.
There was importance on who's going to make finals, but there's also importance on who's going to stay in their gold or...
Well, not in the silver.
No, they're going into silver. Who's going to stay in gold?
So we had for the men coming down, we had, unfortunately, Yarra and Sandbell.
That hurts, Sarah.
Yes. All right, we won't dwell on that one too long. And then for the ladies, it is GOULBURN Murray and Strzelecki. So we readopted the Strzelecki men this weekend because they were our counterparts playing next to us all weekend.
Oh, right.
So they were Strzelecki West and we were West Strzelecki. So put your tips in the chat, everybody. We want to know who you think's going to win this match. Both teams very close coming through. I'm guessing perhaps the only loss for GOULBURN Murray was Metro West, and then the only loss for Metro West was Sandbelt, who actually went down. So that was their first game of the weekend. And then they turned it around and won the next 6. Oh, JT just went past. He's on the screen. So, yep, pop in your tips, everyone. But not just for this game, for all the games.
Yep.
So who are you tipping?
I've seen a bit of both of these sides, and I've been really impressed. I did make an early prediction Saturday morning that Metro West I thought would win it.
Yep.
So I'm going to stick with that.
I do like that. However, last time I tipped, it went against me. Our commentator cursed it. So the other week when it was Deer Park versus Geelong, I tipped Deer Park. So I don't put the commentator's curse on again. How about I go GOULBURN Murray? And then for the ladies, I think it's going to be a very, very, very tough game there. I think it's going to be very close. But I think Ovens and Murray are a good chance. But Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields, they've got a lot of girls who know the greens here. So
and they played off in the final last year, so they'll want a bit of revenge.
Oh, wasn't it Northern Gateway?
Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields last year.
Oh, they played Northern Gateway.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, they're my tip then. And then the silver, I mean, I can't go past JT and his guys. I think I'm going to tip them. And I'm going to tip, it's going to be close, but I'm going to tip Geelong for the women. What are your thoughts for silver?
I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go Murray Mallee and Geelong.
Yep. All right, we're going the same for that one. Oh, wait, you went for Bendigo Capacity Goldfields for ladies?
Yes.
Okay. So we're only disagreeing on the men, and that's just so I don't put the commentator's curse on Metro West. All right, we've got a few tips coming in, which is lovely. Love to see them. Want to know what you think. You guys at home probably would have watched a lot more of the bowls than I would have got the chance to this weekend, being that I've got to play. So you'll know who's in form and who isn't. So D-Mac, as he's affectionately known, just needed to get under that one, I think, to get to the jack. But it does look like it is at least one there to Goulburn Murray, based on what I know with the players' bowls, unless they've gone and changed their bowls on me. And seeing D-Mac's bowl in the background, it says to me that it was Goulburn Murray's mat.
Yep, they started with the mat.
So I think Nelson's maybe second shot. So I'll be pretty helpful with the Metro West bowls, not so much with the Goulburn Murray, but I will know if they're not Metro West. So the Metro West boys, aside from J-Bye, they're all XGs, and J-Bye's got the arrows, and unfortunately I can't tell you for the Goulburn Murray boys. So we're sizing it up here.
Yeah, good discussion from the third and the skip.
J-Bye sees something. Geez, those Murray Mallee boys are rowdy, aren't they?
They are up and about. Brody Harker.
I've heard he is having a fantastic weekend.
Yes. I saw him yesterday, just on fire. D-Mac chasing
likes
this.
it. I think he's just going to hang a little bit wide. His weight was perfection, though. I think he just got to jack high, though. It just didn't get down for him. So they've pulled one out there for Goulburn Murray. And then I can't quite see around the players' legs. We are going to be quite reliant on the screen for this game, because there are a lot of spectators in front of us, so we can't really see the green at all, which is a good thing. I think that's a positive.
And we've got those poles that have been quite annoying for the last 3 days. So we are going to be fully commentating from the screen.
And then, of course, we'll have Jimmy running around getting us some scores from the other games for the ones that we can't see.
No, he just informed us that they're all being live scored in BowlsLink.
Oh, they are?
Yeah,
lovely.
so click in there and see the live scorecard.
Well, that's pretty handy, isn't it?
So that was a 2 to Goulburn Murray to kick us off.
And then, of course, as well, too, as we've had all weekend, the game that's on the live stream, their third rink is over on the back green there. So that hasn't changed coming into the finals. So we will need to see around spectators to be able to see those scores. And on the back rink, we've got the James Pearce and the Ryan rinks playing each other.
And the sun's coming out, Sarah.
Finally. Where was that this morning?
Oh, I reckon we had about 3 hours of rain this morning. Players weren't very impressed.
It felt like more than 3, let me tell you.
Okay.
It was, there was at one point that we were sort of like, oh, do you think they're going to call it off? Because it started to pool a little, but the drainage at Echuca is just fantastic. And, yeah, it held out. I'm guessing it did here too, because the games all got through.
So we'll run through the lineups for both of these sides. On the mat at the moment is Scott Adams. I'm hoping BowlsLink is right.
If not, we've just renamed him.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've got Scott Adams, and he's lining up against Larry Donoghue.
Larry Donohue's 2 trial ends were spot on.
Were they? Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want that, do you?
No. I gives me. I like to get my bad ones out of the way early.
Right.
not much. So yeah. And then coming in playing 2 for Metro West, we've got Nelson Ball, and he's up against Raymond Parks for.
And this is Ray on the mat at the moment.
And then third, we've got Jay by Norris playing against Chris Ferguson. And then, as per the display on the screen, we've got Dane McKinnon playing Brad Orr.
Great bowl from Ray.
Yeah, that was a great bowl. Kind of feel like that, like I noticed in the last game, a lot of the players were playing on that side of the...
You mentioned that, and I know from last year, the other side, the ditch side, tend to hold a little bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be doing it.
Well, Larry sort of had
time around.
Great weight with his 2, but he played the ditch side, which was interesting. So I'm wondering if he just liked it better in roll up. Sounds like he liked both sides though in roll up, so I guess there's always time to change if he's not loving it. Though in a short format like this, if you don't find the line, you sort of want to be switching over pretty quickly. So I'm not sure now if that jack high one of Larry's is the shot or if it is the back 2.
I would favour Larry's bowl.
Yeah, I think so too.
Nelson looking to get to the back 2.
Yeah, he's just going to sitting beside there just in case there's any movement of the jack. But
just a fraction over.
At least he's behind. It's not going to be wasted. We've got Tanya Warren watching. So her son is playing lead for the Ryan Rink, which is playing the Pierce Rink over on the back green. I didn't catch his name, but good luck to him.
Good luck to everyone playing the finals.
Yeah, what a challenge to get here. 7 games, and then it comes down to this one.
So this is Chris Ferguson.
He's played that very well.
Oh, great bowl.
I mean, I guess now that one of Nelson's is going to come in super handy. Wouldn't expect Jay to be short. He plays a very good sit and stay type shot. My thought is, though, with the way that bowl's sitting, if there's going to be jack movement, though, it's going to spit out to the side of the head where Metro West don't have a bowl. So maybe he should go a touch harder rather than swingier. Looks like he's just trying to draw it off. He is playing with some different bowls, though, Jay. They're not the arrows. It looks like an XG. Do you think it looks like a XG or a Tiger maybe?
Yeah, maybe a Tiger 2.
Kind of looks like the ones that they have for the Melbourne Extreme, that colour. Wonder if he's borrowed a pair just to try them out. I do know that he is making the switch to
Is he?
Henslet. Yeah. Oh wow, 2 great bowls here.
Chris Ferguson. Does this force a bit more weight?
I would expect so.
Yeah, straight through, change hands. Bit of a runner here.
Well, Dane does have a very good drive on him. So if he's going to play weight, I'd probably back him to get it. So I'm wondering if Brad's going to try and play a cover bowl here, or is he just going to try and get another one in, maybe tuck that jack away and make it a little bit harder?
Well, they don't have anything at the back, do they?
Oh, Bushy's saying
Murray.
J-Boy is using Tigers.
Thanks, Bushy.
Also, welcome to the stream, Bushy. This looks like he's just trying to turn that one over just to cover it up a little. Yeah, good weight. He's in the
Might
back.
have to have a chat to Ray. I think he doesn't quite know where to stand on the live stream.
It's an art, isn't it?
It is.
They had it down pat last game. I must say, they were very good at staying out of the way of the stream.
So you mentioned that Dane's got a really good drive. Do you think he goes with his first?
Yeah, I reckon.
He's thinking about it. Hood's off.
He's very precise.
We're going drive.
Well, it's hard with Dane. He always lines up and looks like he's going to drive.
Yeah, that's,
he's one of those
right.
bowlers. So he's opting for the more controlled way, which can be a little bit harder on this surface to play. Yeah, it's just going to hang out for him. Does push Nelson up, though. They do have the backest. But do you think, though, Brad, seeing that now, will probably just elect to try and add another rather than putting in a cover bowl? They'll still try and just turn that front one over to cover it up a bit.
It is a risk because there's nothing out the back for...
There's not.
For GM.
Any jack movement, they're probably about 3 down. 4 if they go with it. Oh, no, wait, sorry, that blue one at the back. That is GOULBURN Murray. And I think that beats Jay's back bowl. Depending upon which side of the head the jack goes to.
Oh, yep. Brad Orr's bowl.
JT chasing his bowl up over there. Likes it.
Calls of Joshy.
Oh.
Got it.
Got it.
Fist in the air. Well, Brad Orr is protecting.
Yeah, he's planning to beat that J-by bowl. It's funny that they've played forehand for the weight on that one. Myself, I probably would have maybe liked the backhand a bit more because you can swing into the bowls.
I was actually quite surprised at how much it held out for the weight that it had.
Yeah, I think we sort of did find on here a bit yesterday playing on it was you probably sort of wanted to go a bit more direct at it than try to play those swingy, finessey ones.
So you might have to go.
Yeah.
More weight.
All right, I think this is him lining up for a drive.
Okay.
No. Told ya.
Needs to get down.
Yeah, just going to hang. 2 there for Ori, they've indicated.
2.
Alright, so look and see if we can see the score for the Pierce Rink. It looks like 1-0 to Metro West after 1.
Next door.
Yep. And I'll just stand up and see. Oh, can't see. But I will send a message out and ask for some updates from that rink over the back there. Actually, the main board has Metro West 2. So I'm thinking they must have at least one at the back. But there is a spectator sitting right in front of the scoreboard for me.
Yeah, it's going to be... For our viewers at home, actually the crowd, how good's the crowd, Sarah?
It's huge.
Yeah.
I think with this format of having so many teams playing finals,
yep.
You know, you just need a handful of supporters to stay for each and the places to sell out, really. And then you've also got as well too, and this is one of the things I really love about having the men's and the women's together, is you've sort of got the girl spectators who will hang around and watch the boys and vice versa. The boys hang around and watch the girls. And when you're playing as well too, like it's huge to have like so many supporters around and so much noise. It just really justifies the momentousness of the occasion.
Yeah.
My sister's in the comments saying I'm too short to see anything.
I'll tell you who's not short. Scott Adams. Right, 2 great lead bowls there.
Yeah, he's definitely nailed at this end. Larry's still sticking with that ditch side. Actually, no, I think he did switch over. And he's just changed over. I think he did play the other side on his first bowl. But he's ended up in a very good spot because looking at the way the head's set up, that jack's probably going to end up, you know, I'd back that to be shot.
If you're going to miss, you've got to miss in good places.
Good places
2 back
and behind.
bowls are good places.
So before we started, the Metro West boys, they did do a banter with Bogues. So Bogues is one of the Metro West girls. She's at Melton Bowls Club. And she does a weekly little banter. She goes around and interviews players. So they've put that up on the Melton Facebook page if anyone would like to see that.
Yeah, check it out.
Get some insight into what was happening in the Metro West players' heads going into this game. Good one here from Nelson. I think it's just going to duck on
Nelson.
him. His second shot, I reckon.
Yeah. Close to.
Probably a couple of foot shorter than he would have liked. I think he would have been looking to get that trail of the jack or sit the bowl. He does skip, so he does like that sort of shot. But playing 2 this weekend, which just goes to show you the depth that they've got within this region. So that is a very, very... Oh, it didn't just get down. I thought it was just going to meet that blue. I was going to say it was a pretty handy spot for that one, but probably just a foot short.
It's like another one next door to Pierce.
Things I like to hear. Alright, all down the weight.
That extra weight,
no,
Sarah?
I think he fixed his line, but not his weight. No, he won't like that. He's a bit of a perfectionist, Nelson.
He's turned his back. He's just having a bit of a chat to himself.
All right, I'll just see if I can get a score update. All right, we've got Hayley on to getting us the scores for that end rink.
3 to Metro West.
Yep.
How many ends?
We got a new apprentice here at Bowls Victoria, so Hayley O'Reilly. She's the intern today. Don't worry, Aussie, you've still got a job if you're listening at home, but we've got Hayley filling in for you today.
Well, you might not after Hayley's work. Oh, we've actually got somebody in the comments telling us. Thank you, Naomi. She in relation to Olivia? That's Olivia's mum.
Lovely. I see her all the time, but I didn't know her name.
And Dad is playing next door.
That's right, he will be.
The Red Taylor's top on.
They had a fantastic state champs week, didn't they?
And Liv's brother, Josh, I think he might be leading in that that other rink. On
playing against the Marnie rink?
Yes, in rink 9.
Nice. Well, I don't even know how Naomi can find time to put in updates. She'll be watching all the rinks in all the directions. Because Olivia's down the far end, isn't she?
That's right, we've got 4 Cartwrights playing in finals.
Yeah. I wonder how many times that's happened before.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good start.
It's a great stat.
Wish my last name was Cartwright, then I'd be out there. Is that how it works?
I think so.
Seems like. Alrighty, let's see what Chrissy's been playing. Absolutely beautiful on his draw game. Just dropped his last one just a touch short, but I don't reckon he'll do it twice. Yeah, pretty handy.
Bit of weight here, Sarah.
Yeah, looks like it.
Oh.
Did that kill? Oh, wow. What did that hit?
That's the bowl on the far right hitting a metal step.
Oh, the middle step. Okay.
Jack is still in the ditch, though.
I was like, don't be a scoreboard. Oh, well, don't we love a good draw to the ditch on the live stream?
We do.
And I mean, at this level, too, you wouldn't expect it to be any other way, really. So I'd say Metro West holding 1 at the moment with that back one of Larry's. So a lot of room for the skips here to draw to, which you'd expect them to.
Yeah, Brad's going to put this one nice and close.
He's played it pretty well. Just got to the 2 metre mark by the looks. Guessing. players in the way. Oh, they're moving. So still a bit of room there. Probably about 1.5 meters, 2 meters.
Yeah, you're right. It's right on the 2 metre mark.
I'm not going to lie, I have seen Dane draw a few to the ditch before. The last time Metro West won this, it was against Sandbelt, and he drew to the ditch to force an extra end.
Oh, he's going to want to stay.
Oh, I overcooked it. I put the commentator's curse on
You
him.
did.
I'll stop everyone at home. But yeah, so he played an absolute to the plinth one, and they all had to go back out and play an extra end, and then Metro West got up over Sandbelt. And at that stage, I was still at Melbourne Bowls Club, but James was playing, so I had a foot in each camp. I was happy with whoever won.
Extra end would be great today.
Oh, I'm always down for an extra end. I'm always calling it. I'm at home going, extra end.
Extra end.
So Brad's just got to beat his last, put the pressure on Dane.
Yeah, and Dane doesn't need to get right to the ditch here. He just
No.
got to beat those two.
Just got to beat those two. I thought Brad would actually get past his last.
Yeah.
I'm a bit surprised with that. So there's still quite a bit of room there for D-Mac or Dane.
Well, he just needs really 1 metre off, and he's got shot.
That's it.
Some people think they've got to get right to the ditch. You don't. You just got to get...
Just got to beat bowls.
That's it.
That's what I always say. That's my big inspirational words to my team.
Beat bowls.
Just get them closer than the opposition. There's a nice little frame there for him as well too, you know, just to get past. I think he's got it.
Going to need to run a little bit more than he has.
Just.
Yeah.
That's all he needed to do.
Beat bowls.
All right.
They're on the board.
Sometimes that's just what you need. Get on the board, get the mat, set your length. So I'm trying to see around to some of the other scoreboards to maybe give some updates, but I just don't think that's going to be able to happen.
Wonder if we can identify where the overall scoreboards are.
Well,
There's one.
I see one getting turned over, and that would be for the Murray-Mallee.
Murray-Mallee 8 and West Coast 6 after 9 ends.
Nice close game.
There should be another one
Yeah.
right over the far side.
I mean, I can see a leg of it. Not anymore.
That's not going to help us, Sarah.
I think when they...
Oh, yeah, I can see it too.
Oh, I can see...
That's Oven and Murray on the bottom.
Okay.
Bendigo Capaspy Goldfields on the top.
Unfortunately, they've got the mat right in front of it, but I reckon
Yeah.
when they do the changeover, we'll be able to see to give an update. So Brendan's saying good afternoon. So good afternoon, Brendan. Thanks for tuning in.
Afternoon, Brendan.
It's a lovely day for it.
It is now. We've lost that rain.
Oh, I can see. So... No, I can't
0-0.
see. Yeah, 0-0. They haven't done it yet.
Oh, here we go. Someone's moving the board. Thank you very much.
I like this person.
Yeah.
Thank you. 2 big thumbs up from us.
Yep.
So Larry's just played really good weight again, but he's just run a bit wide. I wish he'd change over. He's kind of found the weight really well, but he's just not getting back to the line.
Scott Adams.
Yeah, well, Scott's
Not feeling the
playing-
pressure at all in the final.
playing the opposite hand, and he's been nailing it pretty well. So is that 5 on that fast scoreboard?
It is. So
5-0.
BCG 5, Ovens and Murray 0.
But early days. We've got a shout out for the Geelong girls.
And
So agree, Mickey. We both tipped Geelong girls to get the win in the silver section. Should be a tough game, but I reckon they've just got a lot of depth there, and they'll be able to get up.
I think they've got an early lead too, 6-1
6-1
over Mornington Peninsula.
So Nels played really good line on that one. He was just a touch short. Ray's bowled pretty well so far. He's had some really good bowls in the area. He's playing that ditch hand though. He has played on that other hand, and it's just sort of drifting out for the guys. Surprised he didn't play the other hand because he's played it quite well. So we've got Dave asking how we're going in Antarctic conditions. It's warmed up this afternoon, let me tell you.
Nelson needs to get under. Edge of his own bowl.
If he'd missed that, he would have been...
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, if you're watching this later, Nels.
Now, that scoreboard on the far side has been updated. It's Ovens and Murray have the lead, 11-5.
11-5, okay. We must have just caught it midway through. That added up one, but not the other. So a bit of noise over there with the West Coast Murray Mallee game. I think there's a little bit of heat in it. They're getting quite up and about, so that's really nice. That's what we want to see.
The Pierce Rink has got another shot. 3 in a row.
Handy, 3 ones. I think the Murray Mallee, they'll be quite keen to bring home the chocolates. I reckon West Coast are going to push them the whole way. Yeah, good one here from Jay. Just didn't quite get enough of the bowl. No. Didn't quite get enough of it just to peel it out. But we've got the heaters on here, so we're actually quite lucky. A lot of the spectators are braving the Antarctic conditions to stay around and watch. And some of the players as well too, they'll be a little bit chilly because they were out there playing in the rain this morning. But it hasn't stopped any of them. All the spectators, they're all hanging around, cheering on their sides, which is really lovely to see. Behind the rinks there, it's standing room only, isn't it?
It is.
All right, Chris Ferguson, he has played absolutely awesome. He's probably just out of the count there, but he had fantastic weight. So I guess if anything for that short Nelson bowl, it's stopping the opposition from adding.
Yeah. Metro West in this rink just forcing to run at heads a little bit.
Yeah.
Under pressure.
Yeah, I think it's, look, honestly as well, I think it's a little bit, you know, Larry's sort of bowls haven't been getting back to the line enough. He's had good weight, but when you sort of jack high out to the side, you're not going to really come into play. And then Nelson this end, he sort of put one down short, blocked off his shot.
There's JT.
I love that, Brad.
He nearly caught the kangaroo then.
It looked like he was delivering the kangaroo.
We might see some weight here with the backhand, Sarah.
Yeah, I think so. Open it up, give Dane room to draw like he did last end. And it worked for him, so... But if he's got the Tigers, he can actually probably play that swingy weight.
Yep, you're right. Needs to swing now. Oh, that's second.
Yeah, he played a really finessey one there. His weight was probably only really just past jack high. So it's good. Gives D-Mac another second in there, so it gives him a lot more confidence to attack. The score for Murray Mallee is... Murray Mallee are, it looks like 8, and West Coast are 7. So nice close tussle there. So both sides, they are going to be promoted to gold section by being the top 2 in the silver section.
Yeah, I like that system.
And this is now just for bragging rights. Which is why we know JT's hungry for it.
So he must have had another number on that Marnie rink. Might be another 3. The scoreboard's saying 10 to Metro West.
I think that back green there, is very similar to how Deer Park used to run when they had the roof on, and Pidge just loved it. So if he's
I might do a quick run, Sarah, and get that updated score.
Brad Casper shouting out he loves the kangaroo. I think we all do. I think that graphic is here to stay. It won't be going anywhere. Oh, sorry, the kangaroo or the magpie? Which one is it? What do we actually call it? Is the kangaroo? I mean, you could call it a magpie and you wouldn't be wrong. He'd just be in the same camp as JT. So, all right, D-Mac playing weight again. But it's just going to clip the side of it. Just didn't get down. So that shot ball there from... Got a score?
My prediction was correct. Brett Marnie just got another 3. So they're 6-0 after 3 ends.
6-0, okay. So really it's a couple still just to get off the mark with the Goulburn Murray side. And this all rink is, I mean, it's funny when you've just got the 3 rinks, isn't it? You can have one rink that can keep you in it. Played.
It's
wow.
nearly fallen back on itself.
Wonder if you could do that twice. So D-Mac just played weight with his last one. It did hold out on him. So it wasn't full weight. It wasn't as much weight as D-Mac
Was it forehand or backhand?
Forehand again, yeah. So I'm wondering if he will, now that there's sort of a bit of frame there, play the same shot, or he's a very good draw bowler. So I would back him to draw this and maybe trail it, but yep. Apparently in 20 minutes the Kangaroos play the Magpies.
Oh, yes. We're not seeing draw, we're seeing drive.
Yep.
Oh, gets the jack out.
Huge.
Dead end.
Yeah, that's what he needed to do. I think they've sort of flirted with the finesse sort of weight a little bit, but it really is kind of a draw or drive.
Yeah, you're right.
He's tried to play a few, controlled weight, and they've just hung on him.
So there's no time limit in these finals, which is different to the sectional games.
Yeah, so we could be here all night at the rate we're going.
We could be.
But, I mean, I love it, personally. But, yep, so there's no respots. They will replay ends if it's killed. And there's no time limit. So we could be here all night. So we've got a few different club shirts on. So, Ori's wearing his Shep one, Dane's wearing his Altona one. So because of the fact that it was a bit cooler this year, players were allowed to wear their club jumpers.
It's not phasing J-Bod though, is it?
No. He's running around just in a T-shirt. Hasn't even got an undershirt on. That being said, though, James is the same over there.
Well, Larry, I think he's listened to you, Sarah. He's changing. He's changed his hand.
I think someone told him. Sarah said. But yeah, no, he's played it well. He's got a better position bowl. You know what I mean? He's behind. He just missed his line a little bit. But when you do change over as a lead, sometimes it is in your mind. I've made the change. I really have to nail it.
Well, he's very close to nailing this.
Corrected very well. Yes. Thank you, Larry, for changing hands.
Good coaching, Sarah.
He must have just been picking it up. But yeah, no, that other hand, it just wasn't getting down. He was playing really good weight.
I know when I lead, I want to find one side that I want to stick to. And yeah, you're right. It may take a few ends to work that out.
Well, when you've got this short format as well too, like you've got to make the decision quickly. We had one yesterday, and because I was standing at the head with the skip, and I said, "Oh, look, I think we need to change our lead, and soon, because we kept ending up on the bad hand, and then once we changed her over, we sort of got back into the game, which was really nice. And Nelson will be happy because then he's getting to play that hand as well too now.
Yeah,
just kind of gets you on the good hand, doesn't it? And then you don't only have to play the other hand, which sort of isn't doing what you think it should be doing. If you get caught on it, then you do play it. But
yeah, I am big on that, forcing the opposition onto the other side.
yeah. So Ray's been bowling pretty good. He's had
both
bowls
the
in
front
the
end
area.
from Goulburn Murray has been good. Let's put the pressure on Metro West.
Yeah, they're definitely taking it to him. I'm not writing him off anytime soon.
No.
In fact, to not put the commentator's curse on Metro West, I have tipped Goulburn Murray.
Another end has been added next door. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I'm no help at all. I need one of those like cherry pickers to elevate me to see over everyone. But they do have the overall as 10-8 after 11, so there must be some shots on somewhere. And knowing the Metro West manager Steve, he's very meticulous. So I think it would be up to date, like end for end with the scoreboard.
So maybe next door they've
So maybe
Metro's
they've picked up
dropped a number. No, it's only a 1.
Must be on that back rink. They must have picked up a 3, maybe, or a 4. So I think for the first time for Jay, it's probably a better set-up head for him. He's not sort of having to jump on the mat and play weight. And we know he's an excellent draw bowler, so it'd be nice to see what he plays here. Nice to see him play a little draw weight bowl. Just a little bit unlucky there.
Yeah.
Turn that bowl up there from Scott onto the jack, but Nelson's sitting there as a. I mean, it could even be shot, but I probably favour it for second if I'm being honest. So it looks like Ori's sort of calling him to play a bowl just across the head to either sit the bowl through or move the jack back.
Yeah, correct.
Which is a pretty good call. I like that. I mean, I'd expect him to be making good calls, but yeah. If I was sitting at home, that's what I'd be like, yep, that's what he should play. So Chris so far has been pretty lucky. He's only really sort of been having to play draw bowls, so it'd be good to see what shots he's got in his arsenal. I think his weight was very good.
Well, it changes it.
Just his line a little. So it kind of does open back up that good hand there for Metro West. So I guess it comes down now if they decide to just try and draw it or if they try and change their head first. Play their shot. Having a bit of discussion about it. It's good to see. So I think on that far one, is that Bendigo capacity, is that 9-11 after 11?
Yeah, correct.
So it's really fantastic. Now we've reached the final stage. We've got people on the scoreboards turning it over live, which is really, really handy.
Looking for just a draw.
Yeah, it should get down. It should be able to edge off this bowl, I reckon.
No, he
Yeah,
has.
That's what we're talking. He just missed his draw line on that last one, but he found it perfectly on this one. And it's kind of locked in there with that blue ball there. If I can see the Geelong. Not confidently. I'll see if I can get someone to give me an update. Oh, no means giving us an update. Marnie is 6-3 after 4.
So it was a 3 to Goulburn Murray.
Handy pick up for them. So that's interesting. They're electing to play a little bit more weight there from Chris. Guess they maybe want to try and open it up a bit and just give Brad a chance to be able to draw. So I'm wondering now if D-Mac will look to just sort of draw to that back one and play the cover bowl, or if he'll need to put another one in the head.
Looks like 18 to 1 over there to Geelong against Mornington Peninsula.
Yeah, I wasn't going to trust my eyes on that one to call it. So very, very dominant start from Geelong. No jack. Go and wait. Do you reckon he'll try and just tap the jack back?
Yep. They've got a good bowl at the back there.
I think Metro West don't have anything past. That first one of Larry's, but that's only like half past. I think they've got a back one back there of Ray's from memory. Oh, sounds like Snorkel played a good bowl over there and Chris held up 2.
2, yes.
He's playing that swing and wait. I think he's just going to miss it.
Oh, no, gets it back.
Knees in the way. I was guessing by the trajectory that I could see it on.
Here we go.
I thought it was going to dip.
Yeah, it just came off Nelson's bowl.
So it looks like they're holding a couple. But again, I'd back Dane to draw this. So we've got state title holder Vinnie McElwain in the comments.
The V-man.
V-man. So he's probably just a little bit too quick. Thought he might have slowed down to cut that purple one out, but
Opportunity here for Goulburn Murray.
yeah, and these are the ones you need
Holding
to take.
2. Plenty of room for Ori to draw a 3rd. David Cartwright picks up the bowl.
I love that teamwork when they
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Interact with...
gives you just a little bit of extra encouragement, you know? He's got a fairly clear road. Yeah, looks like he's done it.
Yeah, he has. Bowl from Brad Orr.
2 good bowls.
2. Are we looking for 3?
Yeah, I think it's 3. Myself, but I've got terrible
No,
eyes.
we're going for a measure.
So I don't know if Vinny are you on your way home or are you just sitting at the bar watching on the live stream? Both wouldn't surprise me. So Vinny is coming to the west.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, very exciting.
Oh, we've got an umpire here. I might quickly go and check on that other rink.
Yeah, absolutely. Go get us a score. And can you check out the Geelong and Mornington Peninsula? All right, watch this space. Scores to come. Vinny at the bar watching us. So I'm guessing maybe it's on the live stream inside. Probably the better spot to be watching it. I'm sure it's a lot warmer in there. But that being said, though, and tell me if I'm wrong, Brad, I don't think it's as cold as what it was for the Champion Estate pennant. Nah, yeah, definitely warmer today. So we're seeing the laser measure come out here. The umpires had a very, very busy weekend. I think on our rink yesterday, we called the umpire 3 times. So they were just standing by every end. And again, they're volunteers, the umpires. They do a fantastic job. They help these events run. All right, what'd you find out, Maddie?
The Marnie rink have just added one more shot, so it's 7-3 now after 5. And it's 18-4 Geelong's way against Mornington Peninsula.
The ladies, okay. It's a very, very dominant start from the ladies over there.
And it's 12-all in the gold match for the women's.
I reckon that's just going to be close. Saw how close they both were getting in to the final.
Yeah, they leapfrogged Northern Gateway.
Yeah. Definitely was a very swinging weekend with the results and how.
So was that a 2 or a 3, Sarah?
They're giving me nothing, but I know they're doing it live on the scoreboard over there. So whatever Steve puts up. It looks like it's a 7-1 after 4 on the main board, or like on their board.
So 3.
Yeah, I think
Spread
so.
all.
Looked like a 3. That's probably the loosest ball we've seen from Scott all game. And even then it's behind, so it's in play.
Yeah, Larry's jumped on this now with the opportunity.
And like, okay, didn't I say? He needed to change hands.
Oh, you coached him beautifully.
I did. He was playing perfect weight, but he just, on that other hand, they just weren't getting back down for him. But Larry's a accomplished enough a player. He probably would have realised that himself anyway, so... I think he got some chalk on that one, so a little bit of a back hopper to start. It's not so bad.
We've had discussions in the BV office if we're to get a greyhound, we're going to call it back hopper.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I think the bowls will get around that.
2 good bowls there from Larry. How come back hopper and not front hopper? Side hopper?
I think we just like the sound of back hopper.
Back hopper? Yep. Fair enough. All right, so Raymond's been bowling very well. He's had very good weight the whole time. He's cut one out, but probably makes it a little bit better there for Metro West. Not such a target as what there was there previously with just the one bowl now. And they've kind of got one behind. There's a very serious look on Nelson's face as he delivered that bowl. He figures they've got the shot, he'll put the blocker in.
Yeah, I don't think he was happy with that.
No, he wouldn't have been at all.
Ray changing hands.
Yeah, so, I mean, the shot is there on that hand now, though it is a little bit trickier. We've seen the players sort of not love it. It's done similar for Ray.
Yeah.
It's just held out on him.
Well, he was a little bit over.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think that was the good weight to play what he was playing. Sit the bowl, trail the jack. I just sort of think I've noticed on this hand when they do sort of tighten it up, it swoops instead. All right, see if Nels can make his correction here.
He's very close.
Yeah, he's played this very well. Yeah, good ball, Nelson. Good correction. We've got some advice in the commentary. So, Western Country scores, please. Who's that? You'll have to let us know who you're after for the Western Country scores.
It's 18 to Murray Mallee, 13 to West Coast, if that's the score you're after.
Yeah, maybe there's a bit of autocorrect happening there. So they're in a bit of a tight tussle, those guys. I reckon I see that one going down to the wire as well. Okay, wouldn't it be exciting if they all went to an extra end?
Oh.
The dream. So they've kind of got a bit of a shot on here, the Metro West boys. I mean, Jay can sort of play to draw here to add, or if he does make contact with that bowl of rays and sit it out, they will actually be holding probably about 4,
Yeah.
5 if they stay close with it. But it does also mean as well too that they wouldn't have anything behind.
I like that.
But it would really put the pressure on, you know, Chris and Brad then to be playing that hard hand and getting the shot. So it looks like he's just played a cover bowl, but with the option there to sit it. So that's a good bowl there from Jay. That's where the
It's a good
Jack's
spot for Metro West.
And yes, we will absolutely have the updates coming, because I can assure you if I was at home watching the stream, I'd be screaming for updates. Even though it's my team on, I'd still want to know what was happening with the other ones.
Well, you can go to the result portal.
That's true. They're all being
Live scored.
Live scored. Yep. So you don't have to wait for us to give you the updates. You can go to Bowls Link and get up-to-date information on each one and how they're doing. So it looks like Jay's actually just made a little bit of a correction. Nah, just draw away. I thought he was going to sit that one. It's a good bowl. It does kind of fatten the target a little bit, because it sort of gives them a bit two there now to look at to be able to see it. But again, they're playing that ditch hand, which I do think is a lot harder. So it is still a bit of a tricky shot. And the Jack, you'd think would go out to that side where Jay did just put his last bowl as a cover bowl. And Vic, in the comments, appreciates being able to watch from home. Actually, Vic, go to the last stream. You got to shout out. Because we had Winnie on the stream, so you definitely got to mention. But yes, definitely you made the right decision staying home this weekend. Yeah, he's just played a little bit too tight. I mean, I guess you watched all the other ones sort of hang out, so play under, and it does just kind of swoop. I mean, that shot's still there for DMAC to sit that bowl. If he can sit that, I reckon they'll have 4 or 5. I think it's holding him out of a couple.
We've mentioned this numerous times. In this sort of format, a big number.
It's huge, especially
Next
with they're so
door
close.
is another one.
So the Pierce Rink just doing it at once. So what are they at the moment?
Needs to get down.
Doesn't want to turn it in. Yeah, it's in a good home. So that's the thing about that shot. If you do miss the bowl, you're still going to end up in a good spot for what they're trying to play.
All right, Brad Orr looking to cut this down on draw.
Doesn't like it.
No,
he's too wide. He knew straight away.
Well, Sarah.
Oh, geez, DMAC can get that bowl. It could be absolutely huge.
What's it going to be if he gets it?
Well, I reckon it'll bring a couple more in.
It'll bring the 3. It could be a 6. If he gets it and stays, it could be a 7.
Yeah, I reckon there's a good chance. And I mean, Jay's at the back there playing the cover bowl, doing the, you know, the honourable work.
I can see Vinny in the background there.
But
we've spotted him.
Sticks out.
Just hiding in the bushes he was. Here's Chris Ball. I think he can sense what's going on. You can do that on the games, can't you?
Oh,
you can sense when your Rink's about to pick up a number.
Yeah. Well, you kind of always, you know, you're playing your own game, but you are looking across a bit. All right, let's see if he can get this. I mean, my money's there that he will, especially on that better hands play. He's put it out well.
Is he close?
Yep.
Is he close?
He's got it.
Oh.
Just held for him.
3.
Yeah, three's still not too bad.
3's good.
It's Vinny. He's trying to get on the live stream. He must have a chat.
He wasn't far away, was he, Sarah?
No, I just held on him. I thought he had it all the way. I thought it was good out myself. I would have been riding that hard and clapping. Because that's how I roll.
So do I.
I'm a bit loud out there on the green, so I guess it just depends what position I'm playing as well too.
Jay and Dane just having a bit of a look over on the other rink to see what's happening overall.
They're being very considerate for cameras, these boys. So shout out to them. And Ray hasn't been in front of it for a while, so I reckon they worded him up. Did you word him up when you went out there to look at scores?
No,
before?
I haven't spoken to him at all. Yeah,
No.
right.
All right, someone must have worded him up because he's stayed out of the way since we...
I think the Marnie rink's just added another one.
Yeah, they've got... All the side managers are doing the good thing and they're keeping the main board updated. It's especially important for these guys because as we've had all weekend, the streamed rink does have a rink over on that back green there. So it's really important they keep an eye on the cumulative score. So Scott had a bit of a loose end last end, but he's back on it.
You can clearly see on our scorecard here, Sarah, the number of ends Metro have won to Goulburn Murray.
Mm-hmm. I actually don't know how to read that, so I can't quite know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing at least.
You can quite clearly see.
Yeah. Well, I can see. I read it as 12 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even then, until good one from Larry. Great correction. It was only 13-11 a couple of minutes ago. So I think that
they're winning the ends at the moment, Metro West.
All right, we've got a shout out here for Scotty as the second best leader in the Goulburn Valley. Who's the first then, Brent? I'm guessing it's Brent. What do you reckon? What's your money on?
We'll see. Tell us, Brent.
Tell us who it is. Just a bit looser there from Ray. He's played, I gave him a shout out before, he was playing all his bowls in good position, getting behind. He is playing that harder hand though, and you usually find too when you've got a hand like that where it's a little bit inconsistent with the turn, the weight's a little bit different as well. But let's see how Nelson goes navigating it. It's looking a bit short for me. Yeah, just pulling up.
Change of hands here for Ray.
Brent's saying it's not him as he's watching, so. All right, we've got a score update there for the Geelong ladies. So they're up 20 to 13 after 13.
Thanks, Mick Kelly.
Love how the people watching help out with the scores as well too. So as we saw with the live stream last week, there's a lot of love down the Geelong way.
Ray.
Yeah, he proved it right.
Great ball.
I like it when they prove you right like that. Murray Mallee update. So they are standing all in front of the board at the moment. So once they move, we'll be able to give you an update on them. But you can go to Bowls Link. It is all being live scored. So if we aren't able to get you one soon because they're all in the way, we'll let you know. Sounds like Snorkel just played a bomb over there. I might just stand up and have a look and... Oh yeah, he's got a side hopper. Don't even know how he managed to get it in there, but... Looking pretty good. I feel like they're holding two over there. I think Jay's just a little bit tight. Probably a little bit better. It does cover up that jack now and that shot ball. So not the worst.
Ball jack, ball jack.
Does it look like 18? I can't see. Looks like though Bendigo Campaspe ladies is 12 all after 15. Is that what you can see?
Yeah, it's been 12 all for a while, I think.
Ah.
We need that scoreboard attendant to...
Get on his game.
Yeah. Bit of noise for Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields over there too, so...
Let's see what Chris... He probably looks just a little bit under the line here.
Brody Harker. Murray Mallee getting high fives everywhere.
looks like he just played a bomb. They pulled out a couple. Oh, here we go. We can see their scoreboard. Is that 18-13?
13, yep.
Yeah, so Murray Mallee up 18-13 by the sounds of things, but it looks like there's a few to go on the board there because that Brody Harker Rink, they're pulling out a few bowls. Jay did
2.
not love this one.
To Brody.
Just 2, was it?
Yep.
Just 2, but still, 2's awesome.
Chris looking to get the jack. Oh, that was perfect weight.
It's a bit of character Olivia's dad by the looks of things. He just did a funny little throw the towel on the ground.
David Cartwright. Yeah. He's full of character. Don't you worry about that.
So it looks like they got the shot back over there on the Pierce Rink. So I don't know why I was throwing his rag. He got the shot. So I got the mat. So it looks like that good hand's opened up there for Dane now, but I think he's just a little bit too wide. Probably, yeah, that's a good bowl though. I was about to say they probably want to get another one in there because it looks like they've only got one in the head there. I think they've did have a few seconds prior to that.
There's a good shot of all the crowd in front of the clubhouse.
Yeah, standing room only. And it sounds like there's a few on the bar watching it as well on the TV where it's warm. Chickens.
You can see people on the side there too.
All right,
What's
Ray's
Brad
doing
done
good.
here?
Stand out of the way.
Oh,
He almost got the assisted straightener onto the bowl.
so it was a 2 to the Ryan Rink. Sorry, a 1, which makes them 2.
Let's see if Dane can get another one in here. Give it a friend. I think he's played this pretty well.
Yeah.
Just down to his weight now.
His weight's there. His weight is there.
Whoa. All right, a bit of an opportunity now the other way for Goulburn Murray.
Well, if you can get the
If you can get the ball, sit the ball clean.
through, it brings in the front
The front one, yeah.
of race.
And I think as well too, just looking at the back there, they might have one of the back ones potentially to go on the count as well if that one goes. The only danger is now with that bowl of Dane's there, any contact on the jack, it should spit over to Dane. Dane's last bowl, I should say. But it's worth going for, especially when you only play 12 Ms.
Need Chris to get out of the way of the camera.
Oh, he heard you.
Yeah. Oh, he's edged it in.
Well, that's one way.
It's a 1.
I mean, they don't like to get it that way, but sometimes as well too, especially when you're skipping, it's the only way in is off bowls. So it's part of the game. It's going to happen. Some days it feels like it's not your way. So the main board says 22-11. So
I'm going to have a go and look next door, Sarah. 1 sec.
Yeah, go for it. So it also looks like it is 22-19 for Murray Mallee. And the Geelong, maybe Maddie will get that while he's over there. It's a bit too far for me to see. So great start again there from Scott. He's been bowling fantastic. One loose end. That's it. So what'd you find out? Oh, good reply there from Larry. He's definitely started nailing it since he changed hands. But I'm sure Scott will be after it. Just gonna duck.
So it's a 4 to the Marnie Rink.
4 to Marnie
Yeah,
Rink, okay.
12-3 now after 7.
Had a pretty good start to this end. So Larry's just nailed it twice.
Larry. Asking
Very-
it to fall down.
I'm very, very happy he changed hands. Did you happen to get a Geelong score while you were over there?
I didn't. Sorry.
That's all right. Did you want to run over and have a look? I'll pop you on. What can you see? I can't see.
I can see 23. 9.
23-9. Okay. Yeah, it's a good one there from Ray. He had the right weight for the shot. He just kind of missed the line a little and just sort of ducked off to the side. But it really sets the head up very well for Goulburn Murray here for any jack movement. Dane calling Nelson on that hand just to sort of try and get one back there and mitigate that risk in case they do get it. I think he played it well. He just needed to scoot either side of that bowl and he would have been good. And Shane, you are correct. Sensational leading from both. I think Scott's just had one loose end, but otherwise he's been absolutely superb. And since Larry's changed hands, he's all over it. Alright, so Dane just calling Nelson again just to pop one in there behind. They've definitely shown their intent early to attack his head. So just needing a little bit of a back bowl there, so if the jack does move, they don't drop a number. Probably a couple more foot than he needed, but behind is good. Especially the weight that Ray played on his last one. Probably would go further back than what those ones are. If you were successful. So we've got Lisa shouting out for Metro West. So I'm wondering if Lisa's still around. She was here earlier. They had the banter with Bogues that they did with the Metro West players before they went out today. So I'll have to watch that one on the way home. I'm wondering if they were able to get James actually, because he's not much of a talker. So if they managed to get him to talk, I'll have to watch that one and play it for him on the way home. So good bowl here from Chris. He's played draw weight really well early, and good third shot. You kind of don't want to put too many attacking bowls down and miss, and then end up dropping a number, especially in this short format. So I think again, Dane's just asked Jay, just get one in there behind, split up those bowls. I think he's played very good grass for his bowls, but I think he's just going to miss it a little bit on his way.
Oh, he might flick this out. No.
Oof. Looks like now that bowl of Chris's is actually sitting on the jack. I think his line was good. He just kind of missed his weight. Just needed probably maybe about a metre more. No, we don't feel any pressure from Jimmy. In fact, he'd be enjoying the break, wouldn't he?
Oh, he's getting the medals ready for presentation.
Geez, they're looking big and shiny.
They are big medals, aren't they?
Yeah. Geez, you wouldn't be able to take them when you checked on luggage. We got Susie Ball giving a shout out for Metro West, so Gary Ball's partner, Nelson Ball's mum, Chris Ball's mum, obviously, too. She, I'm surprised she's not a bowler because she watches a lot of bowls. Wow.
Oh, okay.
But it's still definitely one there for Goulburn Murray.
It is now. I don't think it was before, but now it is.
Yeah. Guess Jay's sort of got to change.
What's Jay do here?
Well, I think he changes hands, and I think he just tries to just play over the draw, try and tap that bowl. The jack should sort of come out sideways, being the carpet. So I think if the jack comes out sideways, they've got a couple there, and they'll be holding a couple. Yeah, so he's on that forehand. He only needs to give it just the smallest tap, and it should go sideways for a couple for Metro West, but looks like he's...
Close. It's 22 all in the Murray-Mallee West Coast match, playing for the silver.
The gold in the silver.
The gold in the silver,
Yeah.
yes. Very true.
That's right. And then I can't see the score down there for the ladies' gold.
I'm reading it as 20 to Ovens Murray, 16 to Bendigo Capacity Goldfields.
I think if they moved it so there was still the hedge behind it, but I think that car behind it makes it hard to read.
I've got a feeling that Goulburn Murray have got a 2 on the Rink 9.
Oh,
Check that out.
Marnie Rink.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, it's kind of the difference at the moment because the Pierce, Ryan, McKinnon are sort of like offsetting each other. And the difference is that Marnie Dawes won. So if the Dawes Rink can sort of get, you know, back into it, we might get that extra end that we were hoping for. So I think we've got Binny we're going to send off on score duty. So we've got a new Bowls Vic apprentice in Binny McElwain, being assisted by the lovely Sophie Kurzman. They're getting us some scores.
It was a 3 to the Dawes Rink. Tightens the game a little bit, Sarah.
Yes, it does. I was just saying that if that rink can get back in it, we're going to see a very close finish because the McKinnon and Orr and Pierce Ryan, they're offsetting each other with 4 in it. So the 6 is a difference on that one. So it looks like here Dane's pushed a bowl up in the head, and I feel like there's 3 bowls touching the jack by the looks of things.
3-way tie.
Yeah, Brad did a very good close-up just then.
Can we see that again, Brad?
Showing us what it looks like.
Hey.
Right, we'll see what the skip bowls does. Maybe we might be able to see who's holding by what he plays, but it did look like all 3 were touching. Though there is only 1 in the head for Goulburn Murray. So if that, I mean, I don't see that bowl going, but I feel like if Dane plays backhand and he contacts it, it might roll out.
Oh, here's another bowl. Oh,
It's framed it for him though.
it's just nearly gone down the chalk line.
Yeah, so I reckon if Dane plays on the backhand and he contacts that front bowl of Jay's, it might even push that one out, potentially. You'd only just be playing like half a foot over, just arriving, just a...
Going to be a great result if they can get that orange bowl out of there.
Yeah, well, they'd be holding about 4, maybe 5, but very hard to get out of there. It's pretty well locked in where it is.
They're all having a look, working as a team.
It'll be quite
Nelson's now involved in the discussion.
Where's
Nelson's
Larry?
a skip, so
Well, that's it. Yeah,
they're all skips.
they all are.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's played for a very long time as well too.
look at that.
Yeah, there's definitely like that one's definitely resting on it.
Yeah, Chris's bowl's definitely touching it. I'd say Jay's is too.
Could be a no score end. Let's see what Dane does.
Wow.
Yeah, doesn't he? Always looks like he's about to drive.
He's missed this, so we're
Doesn't like
we're
it.
going to have a look at. It could be a three-way tie here.
I think they've already decided no score. Or do they just call no umpire? No,
No.
no score.
Is it? No score.
All right, well.
First time I put a 0 in this score sheet. Doesn't even like it.
Does it update on the... Oh, will you just update
Well,
the
it's
end?
the end counts,
Yep.
but no score for either.
All right, interesting. Well, it looks like the Pierce Rink picked up one, is that right? So they're 7-2 up. Yep, 7 ends they've played, so a good opening bowl there from Larry. I mean, again, with that change of hand, he's getting back to the line, so he's in a pretty handy spot there. Both leads haven't nailed it this time, which is probably a bit loose for both of them. One or both has pretty much been nailing it with their first bowl every end, so looking like a pretty good correction here from Scott.
Yeah, good bowl.
Skip will be happy. He's played this pretty well.
Larry.
Just going to run it a little. It's not bad though, and also forces his opposition onto that other hand, which, I mean, I haven't been loving, so I feel like the players haven't been either. So I don't mind that that one of Larry's. Kind of gets him the good hand. Not a bad spot there though from Ray. Gives him the backest, which you don't mind when you're holding. Yeah, they're liking a bowl over there from Snorkel. Holding up 2. Is there a bowl to come? Yeah, looks like there's a couple to come. Yes, Nelson just missed his line there, good weight. But yeah, they don't like that hand as much. I figure they must be holding as well too if he's not calling him on that backhand, because standing up, touch of it, go up for definite shot. That being said though,
Yeah,
Ray
great bowl, Ray.
just nailed it. He's like, what's wrong with this ditch hand? I like this ditch hand.
I think you just got to have perfect weight for that side.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean,
The
that being
reply from Nelson, like,
his weight's
good
very
weight.
good.
Oh.
Just gonna sneak past. Good second shot though.
Definitely.
And I mean, look, I've played worse hands than that. We're just being picky because it's such a fantastic green. And it's played very well. Like, you know, I'd heard the players in the past sort of say, you know, like, oh, a few funny runs and stuff in it, but I thought it played fantastic. I really like that little mini green too behind the little mini carpet.
Yeah, that's where they have the BPL.
Yeah, the pace of that was just fantastic. So James has put a blocker in over there. It doesn't look like it was intentional though, because he sort of threw his hands in the air. I'll have to remind you of that one on the way home. So we're starting to get to the pointy end, aren't we? Past halfway. Looks like that Pierce Rink might have picked up a couple over there. Kick 2 out. Yep, 2 it is.
2.
So we just had the other superstar commentator, Tyson Cromie, walk past.
We did.
So
With Matt Flapper as well.
must be down there cheering the Geelong girls home. So that's one of the good things about this, the concept of having the boys and girls together is the opposing gender, if they don't make it through.
Yep,
They
they
usually
support
hang
the other
around and
team.
cheer them on. With having the gold and silver, you've got double the amount of spectators now staying around to cheer them on.
Gee, it's drawing nicely that side, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Just
The
a little bit
Tiger
shy
twos.
away. Won't be happy with that, Jay. I know that he's a bit of a perfectionist with his bowls, but definitely does give him that hand to own. Forces Brad onto that ditch hand, which Ray's like, no problems at all. Loves it. I think Ray's got XGs, yeah? They look like, or they look like Grandmasters?
What's Dane do here? Yep. Signalling forehand draw. Draw it off.
Yeah, it's still open for the draw. He's just probably a little bit tight for that hand, but it just depends on what weight he's playing, really.
He's holding.
It's going to dip on him, I think. Great weight. And it puts his ball in a good
Yeah,
area.
good home.
Didn't overplay it, so now he's sort of got the option. He makes his correction. He can sort of tap the jack over to him. Sounds like Richmond aren't doing any good. Someone's given up watching them.
Well, that might be my second tip for the weekend.
Should be watching bowls anyway.
All right.
Alright.
Opportunity here.
I mean,
Just a slight, real line correction for Dane, and he nearly makes 2.
yeah. Gets a little touch on that jack. He probably could have maybe even make 3 as well. I'm just not quite sure in the head how that Nelson bowl is sitting and how far back those ones are of Scott's.
Oh,
He's playing a bit more
Yeah.
aggressive at it.
Didn't see this weight.
Got the jack.
Out the side. Yeah.
Kills.
Which I don't mind, because that means this rink is going to be the last one to finish,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah, they've had 2 dead ends, haven't they?
They have.
I also don't mind it as well. It means they're really playing with intent. They're not happy to drop the ones. They're going for it.
I'll do a quick check on that Marnie rink.
Yeah, and get the Geelong score while you're there. 2, please. Just for the people at home. So Sonia's saying she felt like they were at the footy this morning because it was so cold. She was one of the spectators who were out there watching. So shout out to Sonia. I'm guessing maybe you're on your way home. And Casper Matty has just gone to get some scores, but I'll let him know when he's back that the Pies are winning. Unless he doesn't want to know. So I think he's seen it, Casper. Oh, Scott just nails it. So Casper's just saying the Pies are winning.
Go the Pies.
All right, you're a Pies supporter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Steele's 300th today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Well, I only know him because he's Mitch's brother.
Correct.
Most people would probably say he's Steele's brother, but I'm
Are they
a
brothers
bowler.
or cousins?
Oh, I don't know. I thought they were brothers.
I think they're cousins.
Cousins, okay.
Yeah.
I'm an NRL fan because I'm from Queensland, so AFL stuff's a bit lost.
NRL.
Yeah.
You've lost me there, Sarah.
Casper the other week, and he's like, oh, you got to see my tattoo, and he pulled up his and I'm like, oh, what is it? It was like an AFL tattoo.
Right.
And I was like, I'm the wrong audience. So good bowl there from Larry. He's opened up the jack now so they can see it, which is always handy when the opposition lead nails it like that.
So the score in the Geelong-Mornington Peninsula is 31 Geelong, 16 Mornington Peninsula.
Okay. So they're still dominant, but Mornington are getting back into it a bit by the looks of things.
It's a little bit hard to read, but I see Ovens and Murray as 28 and...
I can't read the top score.
Is that 13 to Bendigo Capacity Goldfields or 18? I can see that Murray Mallee are up 27, West Coast 25.
Close game there. And that's right with the Marnie Doors, 12-8 after 9. Marnie Doors game, Rink.
Confirmation there, Mitch's cousin, but I don't like the next one. Out of the game injured. Oh, Steele.
My apologies to all AFL fans out there.
You've lost half the listeners, Sarah.
I'm a Queenslander originally, so... Right, good weight there from Nelson. Kind of just drifted. It started to turn and then it just sort of ran straight a little, so it didn't end up cutting as bad as what he probably thought it was gonna.
Casper, the Gary Ablett.
See, only Casper could explain it.
I was there that day when he took that mark.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good bowl there from Ray. It really tucks that bowl in behind the jack and just makes it a little bit harder to get at. Nelson's turned his back straight away. He knows out.
He's done that a few times today.
Yeah, he's been a bit short this game, so it's a bit surprising. Especially because this rink is the only rink from Metro West who remained on here. So the Pearce and Marnie switched over. So Pearce played on the back green in the last game and Marnie played on this one and they switched over. So no disrespect, but Nelson's had a game on it. He should be warmed up and raring to go. But Chris felt the need to cover that one, so Jacks do go forward on this. You never know. So it'll be interesting to see here if Jay, if he can play his Tigers with that more swoop that they get on this to be able to like sit that ball through. Just chip it out, or maybe even spit the jack sideways. His track looks very good. It's just down to his weight now. Looks shy too.
It does swoop, doesn't it?
Yeah, as Tigers do. It's probably a bit of a loose end here from the Metro West team. They've sort of been pretty good so far at piling the pressure on. Scott nailed it, but nobody else has really seemed to this end. I think Chris might be just a little bit wide. So Karen having a shout out. So we played her this morning in the pouring rain. It was a very tight finish. Came down to the last end. It's a bit too tight on this one. And if Dane can get the bowl out, they've got a lot of seconds. But especially with that one there from Chris, it's very tricky to get out. You know, just visually with that bowl on the line. The Dane's a pretty experienced campaigner, so I think he'd give it a fair crack.
So a 4 next door, I think, Sarah.
4 to
the Ryan.
4 to the Ryan, okay.
Makes it.
Yeah, actually, I was going to say they don't look happy, but then, you know, that could be them picking up a 4 or dropping a 4, who knows. They're pretty stoic,
It
Chris
puts
and
the overall
James.
only at 3 now.
Yeah.
Game on.
I wonder if they makes this end very crucial. I mean, like I said, they've got a few seconds here if Dane can sort of shift that bowl out, but it's a very tricky bowl to get at. You know, if he were to get it out here, they'd probably pick up 3. That would just push it out a little bit more on the overall. Though there must be one to go on with the...
Brody Harker, again.
Just having a game of it over there. There must be one more to go on Metro West. It must be on the Marnie rink because the overall says 26-22 after 27. So I'm thinking there must be one to go on from the back there. Right. I think he's just his... There's another one that goes up there for them as a second. So Ori probably just needs to get another one in here, give it a friend. It's got a bit of room there. So what does that make for Murray Mully overall? Can you see their scoreboard? Boys in the way.
Yeah, can't see the board, unfortunately. Oh, yes, I can.
Ori's just got second shot there. 2, maybe 3, by the looks of that. So, Dane needs to get second shot or shot here.
Yeah, we need Larry just to move out the way.
I think it's 28 to Murray Mully. West Coast is to be advised. They've got a lot of players in the way. Problem
Yeah,
here
and the board's a little bit hard to read, the bottom part of that.
I think it's 26. So very, very close.
I see a 9 in the one spot.
Oh, do ya?
Yeah.
All right, interesting here from Metro West. This could be a really big end in the grand scheme of things. So they're 2, maybe 3 down, or he just played a bit of a bomb there. So Dane really needs to sort of try and maybe get the shot, second shot. They were just the 1 down and they killed it last end. So ideally you'd like to get, after killing an end, you'd like to get the shot.
How's he looking?
I think his track's looking pretty good, but just down to his weight now. He sits that
He's
ball
asking it to run.
Sits it, and second shot though is okay.
Could be second.
Could be second. Let's see what the players signal. 1.
1.
All right, 1 to Goulburn Murray.
Goulburn Murray.
I think we're missing 1 from the Marnie one as well.
Yeah, I'll check that.
Jay's looking after us. He's walking past and telling us what it is.
I'll quickly go and see that Marnie rink.
Must have listened to the playback of the live stream from last week. Love it when the players look after us like that. It also just goes to show how much they appreciate the viewers at home, because the viewers at home want to see that, so they definitely know that, so that's why they do it. Alrighty. So Matty's going over to have a look and see what he can see on the pitch rink. It's actually just started to rain here, and I swear it has dropped to 2 degrees. It has gotten very chilly. So hats off to all the spectators who are still sticking around watching. They're all rugged up, but 2 degrees is a lot more than 2 degrees when you're just sitting around watching. The players will probably notice it a bit less, but they'll still notice it. Oh, great ball here from Larry. Little touch of the jack. Great reply. So Scott's been bowling absolutely fantastic. So let's see what he replies here. He's played very good track. I think they played a little bit of a shorter end this one as well too. Yeah, good reply. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets Larry to change. He has.
One end to play on the Marnie Doors rink. It's 14-8 Metro West way.
They've got through their ends, haven't they?
They have.
Considering the fact
Which is good for us. We don't have to keep checking that rink.
That's true as well. They're being very considerate, the players,
And it's going to come down to this rink too, Sarah.
Yeah, it is. It is. Which is a bit tricky for Metro West because Goulburn Murray definitely do have the ascendancy on it. So I think the Marnie and the Pierce rinks need to get off and give them a buffer, give them a chance to get that win overall. That being said, though, too, that Pierce rink over there, you know, it's been very low scoring. I think 2's been a big number over there.
Apart from that last 4 that the Ryan got, rink.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that too. That got them back into it, really, didn't it?
Well, they've been winning the ends, 1s and 2s.
Since it started raining, it's got cold as, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Tifa a little bit chattery. All right. Nelson's just kind of dropped off a little bit the last few ends, but tipping a big finish for him. Goulburn Murray rink, they sort of don't have anything past their head right now, so Ray probably just really needs to get one, just matching Nelson's, because any contact on that blue bowl.
And that's what Brad Orr's signalled to Ray to do.
Get one behind.
Yep. Brad likes it.
Yep, good bowl there. I think the Pierce rink over there, they're just holding the 1. Does look like a little bit of a dangerous head for him. I think any contact on the shot bowler jack's going to go back for Goulburn Murray to make a couple. They've got 2 or 3 waiting for that jack movement. Let's see if the team like it. Oh, just held on him.
I can see the scoreboard for my West Coast. It's 29 all.
29 all.
Yeah.
Oof, that's going to come down to a good finish as well. So the Pierce rink took that one. It was a pretty dangerous head, as I said.
So they got 1?
They took the 1. Yep, James didn't play his last bowl, which was fair enough too. Any contact on the shot bowl, that jack was popping back for 3 or 4 for Goulburn Murray. So probably a bit of a safe decision there.
Oh, bowl there from Chris.
They're putting on the pressure, aren't they?
Yeah, but if they get contact with that bowl.
Problem is, though, too, is Metro West do only have 1 in the head. So if they're tight and that bowl does go, then they could be a few down.
Yeah, good call.
But that being said, though, I mean, you'd think Ori's rink would be looking at that as an option as well, too.
But I've got a feeling the shot bowl is right on the jack, so it doesn't need a lot of contact
to move
to
it
go
backwards. And I think that last bowl getting promoted up now really does sort of fatten it up a bit. I mean, you'd back Joe By to get this.
Yeah.
But it has been a funny old game.
Going forehand.
My money's still on him, though.
Going forehand at this.
So Jay's only just switched to Henslet. I mean, they've only got to turn Larry over as well, too. He flops over, he's probably on it as well. So a very good weight for the shot there. Another catcher if there is any contact on that.
What does Brad Orr do here?
I'd just draw to split between the jack and Nelson and Jay's bowls. Just match those. Yeah, that's what he's calling. You know, mitigate that risk for that shot that is on there. Saw a little fist pump from Jaden Womble over there, so I feel like he played a good one, but I can't quite see his head. So that Pierce rink's also on their last end. Yeah, good bowl there from Chris.
Yeah, really good bowl.
I am pretty surprised that Dane didn't call Jay on that last one to play that shot to tap it. I don't know if he was just trying to turn Larry over, maybe onto the like if he falls over, maybe they think that he'd have the shot. Sounds like Ben Lachlan just played a bit of a bomb over there. All right, let's see what he does. It's on the forehand. Maybe he's just getting to play a little bit more arriving than what he played before.
Yeah, just a bit tighter. It's a bit tighter.
Whoa. Yeah, interesting. Probably only the one down now. But I am still really surprised that they didn't play that contact onto the blue to spit it back. They've got a lot waiting back there. And it looks like GOULBURN Murray might have picked up a few over on that Marnie rink. There's a bit of
yeah, there's
going
clapping.
on. High fives. Wow, it's really coming down with the rain, isn't it?
I'm glad we've got a roof over this, Sarah.
And a heater behind us.
Yeah. Brody Harker.
Gosh, he's having a day of it, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, they have moved that scoreboard for the ladies' gold game. They've put it back to the old spot, but it doesn't help us because there's all players in front of it now. So may not get an update on that one for a bit, unless Brad goes for a walk. I might text someone and see if I can get him to go over and have a look. So the reason why it's over 2 different greens is that's sort of how it's been played all weekend, really.
Oh, that's a good...
That's a good bowl. You can hear the rain on the roof now, can't you? Brad's moving all the equipment back because it's coming down so heavy. All the spectators are moving. Yeah, so to answer that one, Brent, the reason why it is split over 2 different greens is because that's how the format has been all weekend. So the only way that we can fit 12 to get everyone under cover is to do it that way. And because it's been played that way all weekend, probably don't want to change it for the final. All right, just one down now. Jay's signalling. And Chris coming up with a good call there. I mean, if that Metro West bowl goes, which it has twice, but being replaced with a Metro West bowl, if Brad can sit that, they're going to make a number here. And I think it might be, being that this is the last rink to finish, it could be almost game over Metro West if it goes. It's a bit of a clutch bowl. Let's see how he goes. And the rain stopped. Makes a huge difference, doesn't it?
Can he get rid of...
I think he's a bit
stalking
wide.
it. He's a bit high.
Yeah. Well, it definitely was there as an option for him. So, I mean, I guess Dane now, I'm not sure why he doesn't play the backhand.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now. Backhand, get the jack through.
Be very, very unlucky if he did take his own bowl out. And he's not even playing that much weight anyway.
Yeah.
He just wants
Jay's
to play
signalling. It's only, less than a mat through.
You know, if they can do this, they're going to maybe pick up 2 or 3. And that would really seal it down for the game as well, too, for Metro West.
$14.10 on the far rink. So that was a 2 to doors.
Oh, it looks like he's playing that forehand again, not the back. And it's just going to duck on him. Ooh, might be 2 down now.
So the far rink has finished, Sarah.
Has finished.
12 ends are done. 14-10 to Metro
14-10.
West.
Wow.
Puts the lead.
There's only 3 in it now.
Sorry, that was a...
2 to GOULBURN Murray.
2, was it?
Yeah.
Wow. That puts it at 1. No, sorry.
Yep, 1 up for Metro West.
How are we looking next door?
The Pierce Rink, their last end. I actually can't see their head. There's a whole bunch of spectators in front of me and I'm short. So Kaz, unfortunately, we can't see the scoreboard anymore for that game. They've moved it back around behind the players and they're all standing in front of it. But we'll see if we can get someone to go over and have a look for you. But it is on Bowls Link as well. All the games are being live scored. So if we can't bring you an update, get on Bowls Link and have a look. So we've just had a big old downpour. And as you can see from the shadows, the sun is now coming streaming in. So... all right, probably first loose one we've seen in a while from Scotty, but he's made up for it. He's got one in the area. All right. Larry looks a little bit wide. So unless he's planning to get behind, I don't see him getting back. A good spot. Probably a little bit tricky now for the players now the sun's sort of coming in. When you're standing on the mat, it really does sort of change your depth perception a little bit when you're judging your weight. My sister just pointing out I'm the shortest in the family. Yeah, so Ray nailed that one. He's played very well, Ray.
So next door has just finished. I've got no idea of...
they're holding up 1 for GOULBURN Murray for next door.
Yes.
I think Laurie was saying. Yep.
You're right.
So that finishes at 10-7 Pierce over Ryan.
And scores are level.
Scores are level. So huge finish coming up here. Second last end. I mean, will we see an extra end?
We called that at the start.
Yeah, we did. But I always call that, so it doesn't count. Oh, 2 great bowls from Ray.
Thing now is you're going to get some noise from the other players.
Well, that's it. Now the rinks are finished. They're going to come
They're coming to support each other.
Cheer the other guys home. So...
oh, who's that over there?
looks like he's getting a score.
Nelson having a run.
Oh. I mean, it probably made their head a little bit better with how it was before. They didn't really have anything there to catch or anything like that, the Metro West team. But moving that bowl across now, they do have that bowl there of Larry. So if they wanted to be like a little bit more positive on the draw to those bowls, that jack will go over to Larry's bowl and they could make a couple. But I'm sure Chris, no doubt, will be looking to shut that down. Trying to move that jack, tuck it away. Definitely feel they've got the momentum. Like Metro West started on top. The Marnie Rink was very dominant. They were on top. It's just kind of finished a little bit more in the GOULBURN Murray favour. So that bowl there again shuts that down. That shot of moving the jack over to Larry's bowl. I mean, I'd expect to see weight here from Jay. But let's see. Because he's got the Tigers, he has been playing that more swingy weight rather than flat out. But he's going flat out.
Oh.
Kills it. All right, another dead
Reset.
end. And it looks like they're sending them all back, which is interesting. They probably sort of maybe don't want to play with the sun in their eyes when they're on the mat. And would rather play to the jack in the sun. We might see him be a little bit tactical and roll the jack instead out of the sun. And that is true, Brent. This is definitely the rink we wouldn't want to finish last, but unfortunately.
Okay, so next door, Murray Malley have got out to a little bit of a lead.
Oh no, they're still updating. Murray Malley 36, 31.
West Coast 31.
I think all their rinks are on the last ends, aren't
I
they?
think Scotty Boshan's just...
Had something to say?
Well, I think JT's rink has just finished. Got a feeling West Coast got a number there.
All right, they've given us nothing.
No.
Word him up on that. Oh, Scott's just nailed it again. He's having an absolute ripper. So we just fix that there. We've still got 3 ends to play.
3 ends to go.
Yeah, apologies.
In this gold final.
So
Shaking hands in the women's final. And it looks like Ovens and Murray have got up.
Yeah.
Yep, scoreboard says 37-20.
You got good eyes. Can't read that.
Well done to Ovens and Murray, women's side.
Congratulations to the girls. Big weekend, 7 games, and then having to play a final.
Well, they did it. It all started this morning for them when they knocked off Northern Gateway
Yeah.
in a really close match.
Was that on the live stream?
That was. Yes,
yep,
Carla
okay.
and Kylie Whitehead.
Oh, what a clash.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch that on the way back to Melbourne.
It's a fantastic match. And, oh, Sarah, it's only 1 shot the difference now between Murray Malley and West Coast.
Some close games on both these men's, isn't it?
And I think
I
both
reckon-
rinks have only got 1 end to play.
I think with the Geelong girls as well too, I think they're home from what I can see over there. All right, see what Nelson can do
Yeah,
here.
yeah, 46-17 there to Geelong.
So congratulations to Geelong and to Ovens and Murray. 2 ladies champions for gold and silver respectively.
Yep.
And now the men still finishing.
Yeah,
So
it can't be any tighter in the men's match.
no, it's the absolute opposite. It is absolutely coming down to the wire.
All right, big bowl here for Nelson.
See if he can correct on his last. He looked pretty good for the jack, but it just sort of dipped away from him. But I think he really just needs to get one in the head, draw the shot. I think he's played better grass on it. It'll all just come down to his weight.
West Coast has just got a number
Nelson.
over there.
Great bowl, Nelson ball, if you're watching this later. Makes up for the couple of short ones you put in earlier.
It's a bit harsh, Sarah.
Oh, I can only say it because I know him.
Yeah,
I'd never say it about anybody else.
I'll tell you what. Looks like West Coast is just getting a...
They've got the run, don't they?
Yeah.
Coming home strong. But that being said, though, it still only is 1 in it, and Murray Malley are up.
Brody Harker.
Huge.
Still 1 bowl to come in over there.
Chris just played a bomb, but, you know, let's just follow what's happening over there. They're having a huge cliffhanger, and we've still got 2 ends to go after this on this one. So, sorry everyone at home, but we're just going to head over there and see what's happening with the end here. Obviously, we're a little bit invested with JT being Bolsvik. So then, is that the next rink over to Brody's?
Yes.
They just played another little bit of a bomb. So we thought that it was swinging to West Coast, and looks like the skips both played rippers over there. So no signal because we don't expect them to because they're not on the live stream, but I feel like Murray Malley did pick up a couple on that. Oh no, one.
Still got a few bowls to go on that last rink.
So I think there's two up overall. Oh, okay. So they needed 2 to force an extra end, which we would have loved. 3 to win. But I'm getting no signal. I don't think there's any more bowls to come.
From?
Is there one from Murray Malley? They're talking about a shot, but I can't see a bowl at the...
There's still at least 6 bowls to come in that end.
Ah, is that theirs? Rink. Okay, yeah. Don't listen to me. Let's go back to this one, where I know the bowls. So Nelson's still holding one here, but Chris has just played 2. He almost drew it twice, or drew it and then sat it. So I feel like they're probably looking to play a cover bowl. They're liking how their head's set up by the looks of things. Dane's just sort of calling him to play one out on that right-hand side, or... So 2 in the overall, I think everyone's going to be riding every single bowl this end. I feel like his track's pretty good. If he gets down to that orange, he makes 2. Just needs to get around that blue one. Just didn't quite have the weight. If he had probably maybe a foot more weight, he would have just got around it and got to that orange, I reckon. Maybe opens it up a little bit too, the head. See that bowl and jack a little bit more.
What's Brad all done here, Sarah?
I think he's just going to dip. He got a bit of a straightener. Oh. Well, that makes it interesting because Metro West have 1 in 4. And I feel like a touch on it and it will roll out. Oh, actually, you can see from the side view over here, maybe they're both touching again.
No, I've got a feeling Nelson's
Still
holding
Nelson's?
it. Yeah, and Brad's only just fallen in front.
Yeah, I think if he...
But they've got some handy bowls, just a little bit over.
Yeah, I feel like if he contacts that blue one onto the jack, onto Nelson's, it'll fall over and flop out, and they can get the shot, make a couple.
Yeah.
They just don't want to go at it with a little bit too much weight, because if the jack does spring to the side, then there is Nelson's bowl waiting on the wing. Because it's the 2 colours, sometimes you sort of do miss that. it's his bowl. If you're seeing the white or the blue side.
Yeah, Brad's just getting some compliments on the way past. All right. Looks like in the Murray Malley West Coast game, we're down to the skips bowls. JT's over there.
Of course he is. Giving words of encouragement.
What's the overall in that match? 2.
Murray Malley are 2 up.
2 up.
So if West Coast get a 2 here, we'll get to see an extra end, which we always... Wouldn't that be good?
That would be great.
I mean, the roof would go. The amount of noise... Like, even if they just got the 2, West Coast would just lose it, because they've been very, very loud and vocal on the green. But I just don't know the bowls, and I can't see the head to see over there what it is. So maybe Jimmy can't see him. He's probably over there watching. He'll give us a rundown after. So Ori's just missed that one. So I think they're probably going to take the one.
They're going to take it, not play the last bowl.
Do not blame them. Dane just put in a very safe cover bowl with his first one.
All right, we've got 2 ends to go in this, Sarah. One
Two
shot
ends, one up
lead
to
Metro West. They're having a bit of a chat.
I call it a mat chat.
A mat chat.
Yep. Let's have a mat chat.
I like it.
Figure out what you want to do. But whenever I see anyone have a mat chat, I straight away start kicking the bowls back because it's either going to be ditch to ditch, so you're going to be at the tee, or they're going to go back of the line, roll it short. Is always my prediction. Yep, back of the line.
All right, on the far rink.
Look, they're giving us nothing over there.
I've got a feeling Murray Malley are holding just from
The body language.
yeah. The skip for Murray Malley's playing his first bowl.
So Vic Brackley just let me know that I did describe her job well in the last stream. And she didn't mention anything, though, as to whether or not she was going to come work with Bowls Victoria. So maybe just check your inbox later and see if there's a private message. So Larry opens up with a toucher with the jack, but he didn't quite go with it. He just spat it out a little bit, so there is a bit of room there still for Scott. And he's been bowling very well.
Scott's had a great game.
He has.
On cue here.
Yeah. He heard me. No commentator's curse on that one. All right. I think it's coming down to the last ball from the skip for the
There's Larry
West
looking.
Coast over there. Well, he's got behind, so gave it a chance. I think he used to play back end as well too, Larry. So, you know, he probably wouldn't have minded having a niggle there. All right, it's going to come down to this last ball over there. Looks like he's playing out a little bit confident.
Don't think he's
Players
got
aren't
it. I
giving
think
him
this is
anything.
Murray Malley.
Murray Malley,
Yes.
they're all hugging it out.
They've
All
won
right.
the silver final.
They've won gold in the silver.
Gold in the silver.
All right, Nelson needs to run this line out. Yeah, good cider. So let's start putting some bets down. How long do you think it'll be that you'll hear about this from JT? Are you still hearing about the fours win, or?
Oh, we're still hearing about everything. All right. 2 ends to go in this. This one and one more.
All right, just finding a gap there. So I'm wondering if Nelson will sort of look to draw again, or maybe he's planning to draw a line. Makes his correction here. This
Needs
will be an
to
absolute
hold.
bomb.
Needs to hold.
Yeah, great
Got
ball
it.
from Nelson. Might
He's
have
just played
fallen out.
some really important bowls in the last couple ends, Nelson.
Yeah, he has. He's definitely turned it around. He's played some real clutch bowls. I think it was Dane letting him have that drive before he got it out of his system.
Where Ray and Scott have just been super impressive.
Oh, they've been huge. They've just been so consistent. You know, they've had bowls in really good areas, so when there is jack movement, they've been there. Or, you know, they've just been there so they weren't dropping numbers.
Yep.
Which is sort of what they sort of needed to pick up.
Absolute draw here from Jay.
Now let's see how he goes. We had someone before saying he needs to go back to his arrows actually on the chat, so I'll let you message him directly and tell him that. But
There's some footage of Murray Malley, pretty happy about their win.
it's JT. Can we get a little magpie kangaroo for? Yeah, there we go.
There he is.
All right, so a bit of room here for Jay. He's normally very good on his draw, so I reckon in these clutch times, I reckon he's going to nail it.
Yeah, this is pretty close.
Yeah, he's looking very good here.
This is pretty close.
Oh, what a bowl.
Oh, Jay.
Yes, and a touch.
Oh,
Brilliant.
oh, and in front too.
Flopped over well.
What a bowl.
So I think he heard whoever it was who said, go back to the arrows.
Yeah, I don't need the arrows. Bring me the Tiger 2s.
I'm good. So we've got 3 out of 4 decided so far. Geelong for the ladies in the silver, Murray Malley for the men in the silver, Ovens and Murray for the ladies in the gold. And
we've got some weight coming from Chris.
It's not easy to get to where it is, so he's just trying to maybe clear some out for his skip. I think he's just going to edge it, but that does take out that second shot of Nelson, so cuts it back, even if it was from a little bit of an edge. When you got weight, things are going to happen. I'd back him to draw a second.
Yep.
But West Coast won't be too disappointed, so they've earned promotion to the gold section for next year. So same with Mornington Peninsula. So even though they came runners-up today, they still get that promotion, which is you know, fantastic for their regions.
Interesting change of hand here for Jay.
Yeah.
I would have thought he'd
stay on the same hand too.
Oh, he's slipped through.
I guess they didn't want to fatten the target by playing that same hand. But I have found that Jay hasn't really loved that ditch side, so he hasn't quite found his line with the Tigers on that ditch hand, I don't think. Whereas on the other hand, he sort of found it a little bit better. So he's calling for weight again.
Yep.
I reckon we'll probably see the skips drawn to the ditch, if I'm being honest. Which they sort of perfected earlier. All right, Chris lining up for weight again. Swingy weight though, by the looks of things. Didn't go flat out. Oh no, he's calling for a draw.
Oh, it's nearly getting down.
He gets down and moves that jack.
Oh.
Oof. Could you getting closer with it? And I guess that probably maybe forces Dane onto that other hand. He rolls Jay over once, or he can get to those bowls, which is sort of where the jack's going to be. He probably doesn't want to play that hand and move that jack himself. Make them have to play that hard shot on that harder hand. So lots of shout out on the chat for Murray Malley.
Yeah, well done, Murray Malley.
Lots of love for the region, so that's nice to see. Obviously
well done to West Coast on making the final.
There was also a lot of love before for Ovens and Murray in their result, and Geelong, so. So all the other games are finished. A lot of them are sort of standing around just to watch the conclusion of this game, which is really nice. Just a touch wide there, D-Mac, but he's sort of almost behind.
Would you be expecting Brad playing a similar shot to Chris?
100%. Yeah.
That Larry's bowl there is in a good spot for Metro West.
Yeah, I think as we saw, you just had to get around it, but when you play the wrong weight with it, you're promoting it potentially in as well, though, too.
Well,
oh, he's electing to
completely misread this.
Play the gap. Well, it definitely blocks it off now. So, I mean, if they make contact on that as well, too, it's probably going to spit back. It goes a long way on carpet. It could go back to that bowl of Larry's. You don't want to overestimate your weight on it. I think Dane here, he really just needs to give a buffer going into this last end and get second or third shot if that one of Jay's isn't ready.
Yeah, it's a really good call from Jay here. I can see what Brad was trying to do there was just to get that jack back a little bit to Chris's bowl.
Yeah, which is why he sort of had that more finessey weight, but it's hard. The jack does go a long way on this, so it just depends how much contact. Because that's sort of, you know, Nelson in that back here.
Yeah, but I think we're looking for just a little touch on that.
Yeah.
Bring the jack to there.
wish I'd hurry up and make a decision. It's killing me. Come on, boys. Do you think that one of Jay's at the front second shot? I don't think it is it? I think it's just one, yeah. Up and down?
Yeah, up and down for that.
Yeah, I can't quite tell. All right, well, I think his line's better. He had good weight last time. He's still not just getting down. The weight was good again. All right, interesting here. See if Brad can make his correction. Irene, the results of the silver, it was Geelong for the women and Murray Malley for the men. All right. I think he is just going to cut under.
Question is, 1 or 2?
I think it's 1. Jay will tell us on the way past anyway. He normally tells us on the way past. Jay.
See if we can...
Someone give us something over here. So... 1. Okay. So same position that Murray Malley went into their last end.
Yes, it is. It's a 2-shot lead. 2-shot lead to Metro West. Last end to play.
We just had Pidge going past saying go west. He had a beer in his hand, but...
well, he finished about half an hour ago.
Yeah, but I'm tipping an extra end.
You're tipping an extra end?
Yep.
Here we go.
Here we go. Brace yourself, get back out there. So Casper John saying he would love an extra end.
Yep. I think we all would, Casper.
Yeah. He's a fellow...
Apart from the Metro West team, everyone else wants the extra end.
Casper's a fellow streamer junkie like myself, so
yeah.
Always calling for an extra end. Means extra bowls time on TV. A little bit hard to see because of the sun out there, but Larry probably got very lucky there. He did miss his line, so... he owes the other lead a drink after for that one. That's what I always say anyway, but I always end up owing a lot of drinks by the end of it. If anyone ever cashed in, I'd be broke. I'm always promising a lot of drinks. It's probably really tricky for the players out there now with that sun coming through. Really throw off their perception. I'm betting nobody packed their sunnies, if I'm being honest. Nah. I mean, it's hectic for us. So I can only imagine for the players. But at least they've put the mat in a good position so it's not in their eyes as they're delivering the bowl. I think Nelson might be just a little bit too wide though. They're all kind of missed their line this end, I think, with that sun there. It's a great weight though. All right, let's see what Ray's got in. He's played very, very consistent.
Yeah, he's been good.
See if the sun's bothering him. I don't think so, looking at that line. Just comes down to his weight now. Brad asking it to hurry a little. I think it's just going to drop short. So Nelson having to reset and play the other hand.
Yeah, change of hands.
Had good weight on his last, so if he keeps that, I think he's tight. Might swing under though. Oh, don't listen to me. Still a very open head there. Nobody's nailed at this end. I think there'd probably be quite a bit of adrenaline going through all these players as they get on the mat to deliver each bowl.
Yep.
Ray not loving. There's probably a bit of spectator movement in the back as well too. All the games are finished. Everyone's walking around. They're the only ones on. So when you sort of you're the only ones left on, any sort of movement in the background or around gets in your eye a little bit more.
Yeah, he's done the right thing though. He's reset himself.
So Brad just showing that sun just streaming in now after an entire day of rain. And after we had a massive downpour before. So Ray had very good track on his last. He's just got to add that couple of feet, which we won't see. Maybe. I mean, Jay's got the Tigers, so you'd sort of back him to play that ditch hand, work in off Larry, get the shot, dead draw the shot. He drew very well last end, so you'd sort of back him to get it.
He's had a good game. There's been times where he's been asked to change it.
Well, he had to play weight a lot early, and it's only just sort of been in this back end of the game that he sort of has been able to get his draw on a little bit more. He's played him well. We know he's a good draw bowler. He's won many singles titles. We also know that he's good at playing clutch bowls from the fact that he's won many singles titles.
Well, here we go.
Comes down to the weight here. Run, run, run. Just a touch short.
Line was great.
Sort of seeing with this sun coming in, nobody's really nailed at this end. Very, very tricky for the players. Let's see what Chris has got here. He's bowled very well. Drew very well early on. Then the opposite to Jay. In the back half of the game, he's had to play a few more shots and a bit more weight. Whereas early on, he did have the luxury of being able to draw a lot. So he's got good line.
I think Brad likes this.
Oh, just going to go through.
Just a bit over what he needed.
Backing him to make his correction here. His line's looking very good. Just comes down to his weight now. Have to go by the players' reactions because we can't see the head. Ran into his last. All right. Comes down to the skips.
No, Chris has one bowl to come.
Oh, he does. That's right. Goulburn Murray will have the last bowl then. So you think at the moment Metro West holding one?
Yeah, just, I'd say.
Yeah.
As you said before, it's still plenty of room to draw.
I mean, it's been a quality game. Can we just have a tie?
No.
All right, we're going to have to word up the skips.
He's a bit under.
Oh. Might have just turned J-By in on that one. So it's coming down to the skips bowls now. Two very experienced skips.
Metro might be holding two here, Sarah.
I think so. I think that last bowl just turned in. Jay's giving him a bit of a jack high where he wants him. Normally I'm super chatty, but I'm very invested right now. Full concentration on what's about to happen. So gets around this one.
Calls of clear road.
Oof. It's calling for a bit of weight, bit of jack movement. I mean, Brad's still got the option as well too. He could, you know, those front ones are there on the way. Be positive draw, and if he pumps one up, goes with it, can make 2. Kind of looks like what he's played, but I can't really tell. The player's in the way. And he's got DMAC. So it's a bit unlucky for him. Like we said, it's very hard out there for the players with that sun there. So I guess Metro West now, this is their last bowl. I guess they've just got to work out where's the risk. Where are they going to drop 2, maybe 3? Do they cover one of those back ones? They don't want to stack the head. You know, it's probably good to have some gaps there. Got a shout out on the chat for DMAC.
There's the game stats.
I like the little snaky line.
The worm.
Met for a minute and they were even. And then Metro West has just kept that consistent. Yeah.
Well, Metro West will just be thinking, right, how do we not drop a 2?
Well, that's it. I mean, I'd just draw to that back one of Chris's there, because if he gets the jack and goes with it, then that's 2. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if he beats between that one and the ditch, if he does get the jack and go with it, he's still only got 1. So that's probably myself, what I would play, be getting to and beating that back bowl there. And I think that's what he's playing. He's on a wider line, so he's looking to get down to it. Yep, nailed it. I like being right. So, I mean, that sort of takes away there. They did have the backer, so if he sort of came through and did manage to thread a needle there and get that jack and go back with it, then that's sort of how they would have had made the 2 that they needed to force the extra end. I mean, I guess here, kill, start again. What are you thinking?
Very hard to kill it from here.
Yeah, you got to play hit a bowl onto the jack to try and get the kill.
I think, yeah, you're right. DMAC's last bowl is a really good bowl.
Yep, I agree. Hope you're watching this later, DMAC. Good bowl. Getting lots of shout outs.
All right, this is the last bowl.
Kudos to you, Brad.
For the region sides.
Maybe the last bowl.
Okay, yes.
So he's playing
well,
late.
he's having a run. Oh!
Yeah, didn't I say?
Oh! Kill!
Kill. Oh.
Wowee! That went in the air. It went out straight up.
Straight up in the air.
Wow, we go again.
All right. Well, it's not an extra end yet, but that'll keep the streamers happy.
Can we go again on that, Brad?
Yeah, he got the bowl onto it to get the.
Here we go.
He just went hard.
Oh.
Ironically, it was the bowl of D-Max that he knocked up.
Yeah.
So do you think it was a tactical knock-up? I don't think so. Casper John saying wowee. Yes.
Yeah. Wowee.
Few wows on there. All right, we go again.
We go again.
Jeepers, I don't know how these boys do it. Nerves of steel. I'm nervous just hearing the commentary. I got Jimmy standing out there watching. He's doing the hard yards. Lot of love on the stream for that that shot there from Ori.
All right. Mentally, we've got to reset now and go again.
That's it. All right, good starter there from Larry. I'm wondering now with the sun being on it and then going back to the shadows if it's maybe changed the pace a little. I'm not going to overanalyze it though. Scott has led spectacularly all game. He's ended up in a very good spot there. I definitely agree this is so good to watch, but it is very, very hard being a Metro West person. All right, good one here from Larry. He's matched that back one there, so 1-on-1 behind.
It's fair to say they didn't have a great head then, Goulburn Murray.
No,
got out of it.
Those shadows that were there and were really making it hard for the players, they've kind of dropped now. So probably a bit of adrenaline going there for Scott. He hasn't had an end like that since, it was a while ago. He's only had one. He's bowled absolutely magnificent. I think Nelson's a little bit tight here. Just cutting the head. Also been amazing is Ray. He's drawn very well. His track is very good. I think he's going to get down to Larry's.
No, he's not.
Just a bit speedy as well. Do you think they're putting them all there to set up a super trail?
Don't think so.
Oh, Shane's saying I've been very well controlled in my commentary. I try not to be biased.
Yeah, it is hard.
Definitely is.
I've got to admit.
I've ridden a few bowls down, let me tell you.
There's a couple times I'm like, ugh.
So, yeah, good spot there from Nelson. So again, it's probably again a looser head compared to what we've had during the game, but the players out there, like the adrenaline that'd be having
the pressure
right now,
now.
Just be absolutely next level. Yeah, good second shot there from Ray. It's been very consistent all game. So Jay's bowled, he's drawn very well in the second half, so I wouldn't be surprised here if we see him draw one in. Ideally, drawing one in between the jack and that second shot of Ray's. Jodie Neville tuning in. She's having like the best holiday right now. Living vicariously through her Facebook. I'm so glad you're tuning in, Jodie. All right, I think Jay's played pretty good line here. These Tigers are taking a bit more grass. I just think he's a bit short.
Yeah, he's
pulling up.
Punching his fist there. Missed that one.
Did not like it. Well, to be fair, maybe it takes out the drive again. Maybe they were mitigating that risk early. Better than Eddie Maguire. All right, I hope the Metro West and the Goulburns and Murrays guys who have come off already aren't too far into the beers, because there is still a 2 on here. Oh, just missed it. I think it sets it up better though. They really need to get one. The Metro West, they really need to get one back there for that trail.
Correct. That
jack is not going to stay there. Especially with Christopher Bowl to come, who has just bowled amazing. So I could totally see him making this that trail.
Again, Jay is on a great track.
Yeah, he's on a very good track.
Has he got the weight?
Just got to run it. Oh, he won't be happy with that. right, if he gets his trail here, I think the roar will be deafening. Played the line for it. Just if he's got the weight, which we can't see.
Oh, he had the weight.
He did.
Spot on weight.
Well, it's probably not the best setup head for D-Mac. He wouldn't be loving this. But he is a seasoned campaigner.
Yeah, well, he's just got to do what...
And I have absolutely no doubt that he'll be able to
Jay
draw
to
one
do.
back there. Sometimes when you're a third and you fluff it twice, your skip gets on there and shows you how it's done. Shout out to Brooke Edwards, who did that for me all weekend. Alright, I'm liking his track. No, he might be a bit too wide. It's not going to get down.
Oh,
Alright, well, it's there for Ori.
it is. The trail's there for Brad Orr.
Trailer's there, and if he sits, do they have 2 seconds, or is that one of Jay's third shot?
Jay's.
Okay. So I was like, if he sits and stays, though, he makes 2. So he's got to, as I said, very well set up head here for Goulburn Murray. Again, another bowler who can handle the pressure and.
He's in a good area.
Go by what his Rink are telling us, because
Oh,
he's just run a bit wide. Probably think actually maybe it was a little bit
heavy.
more the weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drillin's going, just come off a big drive, but he's got a second bowl, and I have no doubt that he'll correct that. So Dane just really needs to cover and hopefully count. You know, he just wants us to be skirting around the front of that one of Jay's, just getting back to that pack there. So if the jack does go backwards, it's not game over, you know. They can force another end or... I mean, Nelson's calling him to play under, but I still think the backhand's safer. You don't want to do it for him. Lisa's put up a can't watch emoji. Pretty similar. I'll be able to watch this bowl, but I don't think I'll be able to watch the next one. Sometimes it's a harder shot to play on here when you're trying to play for it, that trail of the jack. All right, looks like they've made a decision. I mean, D-Mac's got to be confident in what they're asking him to play, because he's got to get on the mat and play the bowl.
all right, let's see what he's going to play here. He's got a couple options. I think what they were talking about was changing hands and going forehand at it.
See when he lines up. No, he's on the backhand, which I kind of like better.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I normally say bowlers pick the good ones, but this time the viewers pick the good one. The tight
Calls
game.
of D-Mac. Oh, okay.
That's a target. I can't watch.
Yeah, but they only need the jack back.
Well, that's it. In contact now onto that, we'll spit it back to him, so it sort of gives him a better look at it. I mean, the Metro West boys have got their hands on their heads over there. Bad, good bowl.
Well, I'm not going to say this is the last bowl, because...
Yeah, don't do that again. Oh, I can't watch.
All right, here we go.
This is just... I'm glad it's not me.
How's he looking? He's chasing it. He's
They're
chasing
liking
it. Calls of Ori. Oh! Oh!
Extra end?
I think it could be extra end.
Could be extra end. Measure. Oh my God. The crowd.
Here we go.
Get off those beers, boys. Get your bowls back out.
Oh, I think it could
So
be extra end.
jammed and went back to where it was almost. Extra end.
You called this.
I call it every time, so it doesn't count. Oh my God. All right, well, I mean, I was hoping to make it home in time for dinner, but I don't think that's going to happen now.
It's 30 off.
So what happens here? They go straight in. There's no roll up. They'll all have a minute to stop and chat. And looks like some people are going for their bowls bags. I knew it'd be. You can do it.
Okay, the players are getting themselves into their huddles,
All right.
having a quick chat.
I might do a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, I think I might follow you after once you come back. If you're just joining us, we're going to go to extra end for this. The gold playoff between Metro West and Goulburn Murray came down to the last rink to finish. Sarah's just gone to have a toilet break. And Brad Marin's joined me in the commentary. Bradley, tell us about it.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Very good.
Wowee.
Wowee.
What a
The
shot.
kill?
Yeah, phenomenal. And then clutch bowl from D-Mac
Yeah.
with his last, just to be replicated by Ori with his last, mate. This is what you want, isn't it, though? I mean,
The
Barca.
finals.
Yeah, correct.
So they're all going back out for one extra end.
Tell you what, you wouldn't have picked this if you had said at the start of on a Friday afternoon that, you know, there'd be an extra end. I reckon a couple of players have indulged in a couple of waters while I've been waiting, so it's an interesting one, isn't it?
I think they're all taking their bowls down, and they're going to replay from the same end, the way that you just saw that last end finish.
This is incredible, mate. A lot of people are smiling, laughing. This is grouse.
And we had a nail biter in the other one too, Murray Mallee versus West Coast.
That was only a couple as well, so.
You ever been in this situation before, Brad?
Not at region sides, mate.
What about an extra end anywhere?
Extra ends, no, not really. What about you, mate?
Yes, I have actually, in a division final.
You ripper.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a umpire's decision. A bowl fell.
Yep.
That allowed us to level the scores and come out for one extra end, and we won it.
Wow. Do you reckon you want first bowl or last in this situation? Do you want to apply the pressure or bring it home?
I think if that one was anything to go by, I think you want last.
Yeah, correct.
So will they toss for the mat here?
I think they already have, and I think the GM boys are going to go into bat first?
Well, I know if Metro West won the toss, they'd give it away.
So we've just added a commentator into here. We've got Sarah mic'd up, ready to go.
Let's do this. I mean, I did say it was 15 ends earlier, so do you reckon we'll get to 15 ends because I have to play 3 extras? I mean...
We did call this early that we want an extra end.
Tell you what, I don't know if you've mentioned it, probably not, but I played against GM boys yesterday and I noticed that, not sure what happens over there with height, but a lot of their players are over 6 feet. They must breed them tough over there, breed them tall.
Yep.
A lot of tall lads.
Oh, Metro West lads are pretty tall too.
Yeah, there's a few in there.
I reckon maybe Larry or Winnie might be.
All right. Well, one of the ends has just started.
You're probably ready to pack up and get home, weren't you, mate?
I was ready to go and watch the Pies and North Melbourne, but
have you? No, I don't want to. If you're a North Melbourne, sorry, if you're a Collingwood fan, it's not good news for Steel Side Bottom.
Yeah, I heard.
Well, I don't know if you heard, but Matt said, "Here comes the last bowl," and I'm like, "Don't say it."
I didn't say that on the last one, but I did say it the first time when Brad killed it.
And he killed it, yeah.
Oh, what a start here from...
That's on the neighbouring rink, the one we're not covering.
So you think there's a little bit of a tactic here with stagnating the start, or you think they were just a bit tardy getting to the rinks?
I reckon, well, I know Scotty Adams here had a bathroom break. Bit of nerves maybe, or just hydration going through.
Probably a bit of column A, a bit of column B. All right, great start here from Larry. He's led very well. Scott's been bowling amazing too, actually. But
yeah, it's been a good battle. Who do you think's got the most nerves going through him at the moment?
Probably Metro West.
Yeah, I reckon too.
I reckon Goulburn Murray will have a lot of
we've got this back here.
Yep.
Yep. They were out of it for most of the game and they've been given that second chance. And you tend to find in that scenario as well too, the team that does get that usually are the ones who get on top. I'm a very unbiased commentator, Brad.
Yeah, I've listened a few times.
So I'm always pretty diplomatic with it. And I try not to...
Sometimes you just can't help it though.
That's it.
Especially when you have a connection.
Especially when it's James too.
That's right.
It's not a bad one there from Larry, his second bowl. It's definitely promotable. Especially this rink here too.
Yeah.
Coming off that last end. Adrenaline will be very high for the Goulburn Murray guys.
Wow,
Parksy just slipping through. Will be a bit of nerves coming out.
Nelson's probably just pushed that one a little bit wide. Comes down to his weight now. Probably
only the weight. Does rip a bit there.
Yeah.
Nice clear call there from Ori. What a shot,
Yeah,
Benny Lachlan next
Benny
door.
Lachlan. Very seasoned campaigner, Ben Lachlan.
3 down to 1 up. Flips the head on its head.
And then it makes those 2 bowls that were so fantastic from the opposition lead. They're sort of short now. Resets the end.
There's a comment there that you've probably got the most nerves.
Yeah, probably actually. I also had to take a toilet break in between.
Most of these boys be under pressure, you know, just in regular pennant games and whatnot, so I'm sure they're all accustomed to it. And,
Nelson Ball showing no nerves at all.
Nelson, yeah.
2 absolute bombs in the grand scheme of this game.
How much does it help, you know, when you got players that play at the same club together? you know, out here now.
Yeah, definitely.
In the tough times together, you know, obviously on the rink next door, Snorkel and Chris Ball, 3 and Skip together at Deer Park. You know, Guy and Rhino on for the other side. They're both in the same rink at Tally, I believe. How much does it help?
Yeah, I think it helps a lot. I mean, Chris and James, they play with each other a lot as well, so they know each other's games very, very well.
Oh, Chris Ball.
What a shot.
Front noser.
Tucks it in, covers it up. Before it was sort of sitting there a bit jack high and it was there to be taken, but Chris got to it first before the opposition. Hard to know what's going on the back rink. We're not really getting much over there.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Can't hear too much.
We need some of the crowd giving us something over there so we know what's going on. But we saw that rink on the live stream last game. Tom Hicks led very well, got him up to good starts. So
that was against the Bendigo. Oh, thanks for letting me know, Sarah. Thank
was
you.
it? Sorry. It's a little bit of a wall there on the sort of the better hand, but they do have that blue one there they can just turn over once.
Could you imagine Metro West score 1 on this rink, Goulburn Murray score 1 on the next rink, and the neighbouring rink on the rink 6, both side hoppers, no score. Let's go again.
I'd like to see that, Brad.
We're here all day. Let's go again. Or a dead end over there, eh? Then all of a sudden we're running cameras over there.
Maybe someone can get on their mobile phone.
Well,
Fergie slipped through.
Oh, it's just going to go through a little bit too far.
I think they're still holding one there with that dark blue.
Nelson Balls, I think, is the shot. Looks like 2 on the next rink over. B-Love and Chris, but Skip's bowls to come. So anything can happen. That's why they paid the big bucks.
That's right. Try and see what shot is.
I usually go by what the Skips play, but it's a little bit hard to tell.
Yeah, it's
Can't quite tell if it's that one. Else
Adrian Pantling.
yeah, fists in the air.
Fists in the air over on Rink 9. They're riding solo. Mark Ryan.
Oh,
Got a touch, think so.
Yeah,
yes.
could be.
One shot. I'll tell you what, this is going down to the wire, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
oh, we could go another extra end here.
Oh, how about, there is a comment there. 2 on one rink to Goulburn Murray and 1 on either other rink to Metro West.
That means we go again.
Oof, could be here all night.
I mean, the bias me says as long as it's Metro West who end up getting the chocolates, I don't mind. But momentum definitely is in Goulburn Murray's favour at the moment. It definitely is sort of the feel out here as well too. So
J-Bite on the mat.
very uncharacteristically short bowl out there from
think
James
he's-
Pearce.
This kid's a star.
J-Bye?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's phenomenal. Using some Tiger 2s, I believe.
Oh, I think he's not
Is he going to rip?
quite get...
Yep,
Yeah.
the J's a call. 1, so
It is 1 to J. Okay, so I thought that one of Nelson's might have been the shot because it's a bit squarer to the jack, but it looks like that blue bowl might be the second.
So the last bowl from Goulburn Murray on the rink next door is coming down. They're asking for it to hurry. Bowls don't listen, but in this instance, that's 2.
2 to Rhino.
The great man, the 6'11" giant.
They're not giving him anything, so
What's Snorkel got? I think he's just overcooked it.
overcooked it.
So it's going to be 2 there to
2.
GM.
Right.
So Brad Orr playing his first bowl of the end. think he's one down. Just got a few players on. Keep in mind, this is very, very...
Very close.
Yeah, it is.
So it's more about the players than what we can see, but we'll talk you through
doubt.
it.
Look at everyone run to the back green now.
I'd love to know what's happening over there. I did see Olivia before hold up 2.
Okay, so Pidge has just come over and said there's a lot of hand movements and signals going on here. There are a lot of signals. Pidge has come over and said we've got 1, 2, but there were high fives from the GM boys, so I'm not sure if there was a bowl played during the...
There was, yeah. So when they did those high fives, I saw Brendan walking back to the mat with Brendan Numbers with his bowl. So I'm wondering if maybe something changed there. And then the Goulburn Murray skip would have played 1 if Pidge is walking back to the mat now.
So I believe Dane McKinnon is waiting to see this bowl come down from Pidge.
Fair enough.
Well within his rights.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll try and...
They're not time games, so there's no such thing as time wasting.
We can't quite see where we are, but we are just trying our best to look.
The crowd's given us nothing, so don't think Pidge's bowl did anything there to affect things. We did get some signals before on what was happening on the head, but nobody's looking at us. They're all looking at the bowls. Goulburn holding 1.
I believe is the call.
So
We still see Dane and J-By still waiting. Pidge has played his first on the neighbouring, on the back green, so...
He'll have 1 to come. All right, Maddie's going to go and have a look and keep us posted.
Mel's coming back. Mel's was there having a look. It was right, so Goulburn Murray holding 1 over there.
All right, so Dane's played his 1 now. Is he just trying to get to Jay's or just trying to... Oh, just caught a bowl and it sort of shied him off to the side a little bit. So Ori's about to play his second bowl.
What's he got? Brad Orr just trying to turn Scotty Adams' bowl. He's just hanging. Oh. He's hanging, so how many seconds? Well, sorry, they've got shot, but how many thirds do Metro West have?
I mean, if that bowl were to move, I think it would bring Nelson's in. Dane's gone up pretty quick to the mat to play it, so that makes me think that they either want to finish that one on the back last, so that Pidge knows where the overall's at, being that it's 2 down, and if he's got a shot on to play, wait to see what happens here.
So I think
1 to Goulburn.
Is that the end of the end? There's still a couple bowls to come over there. So Dane McKinnon, I think, will try and get this bowl out for a couple here.
Plays a bit of weight. He can either swing and chip it through or turn one of theirs up.
No,
which
I think he's just trying to draw.
Trying to do.
Can't really see.
I usually go by the player reaction, so I don't think he got it. So I think it's just the 1.
So what do we got? They are gonna...
I thought...
Or he just said, I think we're 3 down.
Yeah, I think Jay signalled.
3 down.
I think that was the call for him.
Yeah, Jay. I heard Jay signal to Dane.
Another extra end.
Wow.
It's all level, Mel's saying.
Imagine that.
Mel's saying all level. Have they declared the head here? Oh no, they've got the umpire out, sorry.
The umpire is out.
All right, so we're
waiting. So is there still a bowl to come at the other green?
There's still 1 bowl to come on the other green. And Goulburn Murray are holding 1.
Okay. Where else
we might
would
have
you rather
another
be on
extra
your
end.
Sunday afternoon than here? My God.
Oof.
I haven't had a good look.
Brad's getting some coaching from JT there.
Or he just said, I thought I had him. JT saying, look, pal, I've already won today, so it's your turn.
Let me give you some tips from the winner's corner.
So the umpire's out. I tell you what, there is
Everything is happening.
There's
here.
almost 150 people here staring at this umpire here. Nerves of steel. Well, they called the umpire to chock the bowl, but J-Boy is throwing the tape on it. So, 1. Here we go.
Alright.
Oh. We need Ori to out the way, pal.
But he's out of the way now.
2. Oh, now the umpire has been called. Where are we?
2.
So a lot
JT
of
reckons.
people. JT's had a look. He has had a couple of waters, so.
And 1 to play.
Could be going again. We could be going again. Wowee. Don't leave. Do not leave.
So did they say that side one of Jay's was in, or are they just measuring between those 3 and, like, because they said it's 2. So did they declare that other one as in?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but we will see a hand signal very shortly, I'm sure.
Oh, it's a 4-way measure.
Ooh. Could they be identical?
So does that mean it counts?
I'm not sure. What's...
We'll just let Bob Carlson sort this all out.
Is it...
Is it 3?
There's a lot of people here.
And they're giving us nothing?
4.
4. And Pidge doesn't have to play his last bowl then if he's only 1 down. 4. Well,
Wowee.
sorry everyone at home, you're not getting the extra end.
4 shots.
They're all shaking hands.
That will
with
do it.
each other.
All right, well, I might chop off now.
Tension, yes. Wow, we.
All right, is it? Looks like that's final.
That's it.
That's it. Wow, what a conclusion to the 2023 region sides.
It had everything, didn't it?
Yeah, we had 2
was mammoth.
very close games that came down to the last bowls for the gold and silver of for the gold in the gold and silver.
Yeah, so we congratulate, obviously, everyone making the finals. Metro West just got up in that measure. Ovens and Murray got up in the women's, in the gold section. In the silver, we had Murray Malley in the men's and Geelong in the women's.
Well, what a fantastic weekend. Great
Yes.
greens from Moama and Chuka.
Yeah, so a big thank you to our host venue, Moama Bowls Club, all the volunteers at Moama, our umpires, our side managers, our commentators, Brad
Brad,
on the
yeah.
cameras.
Everyone who made it happen.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right, well, I might go celebrate now.
Yeah,
so
go and
I'm
do
out.
that, Sarah. Thanks for jumping in, Brad.
No dramas, mate.
We'll see you again soon on BV TV. Thank you, everyone.